Good morning, people. Hey, here's here. It looks like we get to see the first day of trials on this fucking murdering cop today. Be the first day of going to court. Wonder how many years it's going to take to convict him on a clear cut case. I really do. I wonder how many days it's going to take to convict him on a clear cut case of murder. Hey, Chew talks with the wind. Hey, swimming. How are you? But here in about 40 minutes, I forget the name of the guy. I'll look again. Let me see if I can find him. Here in about 40 minutes right now, one of the guys that we actually watched some is going to be there at the court case. It was like dupe the fire or some shit like that. But he's gonna be there in about 40 minutes, going live for that. The first day of his trial. Uh, and I want to thank everybody. Hey, Bandit, bro, what are you up to? I ain't seen you all. It makes me wonder. It makes me wonder who's who. I can tell you now that will probably start a war if he does, because then that'll show the world, not just the people, that the government will go any lengths to lie and protect a thin blue line piece of shit. And not impressive that they would do that. I'm glad you're safe, Bandit. I am glad you're safe on that. Uh yeah, that hit pretty hard in some parts of Louisiana. I'm glad you're over closer to the west, buddy. I really am. Because I was worried about you, and I'm glad you've been. I'm glad things went good for you there. Well, well, she talks with the wind in. He was all supposed to be in a prison that he wasn't in. Also, they found out. So, so you know, he was supposed to be incarcerated, or not a prison, but a jail, waiting trial. And that jail he was not in. So, so where in the fuck is he? On top of it, you now got a fake photo of him, and now you got a fucking no, he's not. He wasn't in that jail. So where the fuck is he hiding? One, two. Uh, uh, what are they going to do for the fucker to try to get him off this shit? Um, when it's a clear cut case, you can see it. It's a clear cut case. Hey.com, how are you? But I'm glad you're safe, Bandit. I'm glad that also didn't turn into a hurricane on you down there. because there for a bit they were talking it had a potential to turn into a hurricane down there. Instead, it just came in as a tropical storm for one and two, and didn't hit you hard. I'm glad. I'm very glad about that, man. And I was worried about you about that. And I was saying prayers for you when I went to bed that you be safe. So, and I'm glad them prayers got answered. You have ex-wives for sale too, for one. Teflon. Yeah, you're right, buddy. You crack me up when you come in here and say that type of shit, man. You really do. Hey, Beanie. Hope everybody's doing good. I really do. And oh no, I didn't. Damn. Wonder what type of bullshit he's trying to spew now to try to make himself look good after he already got himself fucking he trashed himself so bad it ain't even funny. I called it every step of the way what he was going to do. Was going to be. He came back a little bit sooner than normal though. I'll give you that. And I know why he came back because I also made enemies with fucking Gary Snowflake and his crew over there in that fucking lobster by letting everybody know. I ain't stressed. I ain't stressed about nothing. What are you talking about, Rat Rock? I'm good. Wow, Teflon. I've been through three of them in my life. So, and the longest I ever went without power was 5 days, and that was pretty cool. I ain't stressed about nothing, Rat Rod. What are you fucking talking about? You think I'm stressed over Gary Snowflake and fucking Grampy Lobster? I seen you over there. If you think I'm stressed out about that, you got another thing coming, bud. They're the ones that's stressing because I called him out for what he was. And he even said, and I heard it on one of the live streams he was on with Gary Snowflake. Now that I exposed him for what he was, he's going to try to expose me for what I am. That was his exact fucking words. Where he tries to put words in my mouth that I've never said. I never said he was a motherfucking auditor. I never said I ever talked to the fucker. Them were words put in my mouth by that son of a bitch. More lies. Then he comes in here, gets on my panel, and gets my fucking stream shut down. So that shows you what the fuck he's about. And if you are too stupid to fucking know what Grampy Lobster's about after that, then you also dumb motherfucker. He don't want me to tell he don't want me to tell the truth about him. Yeah. But I will go and lose this fucking channel and make a new one if I have to, and keep making new ones till if I have to. Grampy Lobster, and I'll keep making new ones until I just to put out my goddamn fucking message about that piece of shit who tries to put auditors' lives in danger. So, am I stressed? No, he is, because I won't let him fucking come back without letting the world know who and what the fuck he's about. Also, you got to think about this. Class one felony to make a police report stating that he knew someone was there with a gun to use it on the cops. That's a class one fucking felony. He did it several times. How the fuck do you get away with it? You don't need to think about things like that before you start listening to idiots like that. And will he do it to you? So, what chat, She Devil? Hopefully it wasn't mine. You can come up here and talk, and you know that, She Devil. You're welcome here. And as for Jen T and her fucking little live stream about a fucking electric bill, you were probably being attacked by the stupid followers there as well. But and as for Gen T and their fucking electric bill live stream, yes, they showed you a fucking live stream of an electric bill. Many people seen, many people seen that fucking scene where I paid her money on live stream, where I bought her thing and everything else. Now, I cannot help that her and her husband wanted to eat out 2 to 3 times a day at $35 a pop. I cannot help that they wanted to go to fucking flea markets and spend their money at flea markets and things like that, uh, which they did. Uh, Also, they sat there repeatedly saying that they never called the cops on me. And then on the last live stream I was there on, right before I got kicked out, he said he called the cops on me. And then when I said, "Looky there, you see, I thought you said you didn't call the cops on me," and she kicked me out of the fucking live stream because the truth came out and I was going to point it out. Now, that bitch wants to keep going around and fucking lying to fucking people. I will go to war with her too. That bitch, I made a $400 check. The biggest check I ever made was a $435 check. She generally got about $300 of that fucking check. So where'd that leave me? She got mad when I started getting a $125 card to help people out in the community. And that's where that $125 card went. It never went to my fucking goddamn game, which is a free game. You go download it, look at it. You could see you could play the son of a bitch for free. It's called Magic the Gathering Arena. The cards they showed you cost $14.50 at Walmart.
My kids used to play that game all the time.
Right.
Especially when my son worked at the game store, they would have tournaments.
Right. So those of you, oh, yeah, that's their new attack there, by the way, She Devil. If they don't think you're right because you don't follow them, you're on drugs. I'm telling you that now.
You
That's their
can,
new attack. That's what I've been told too.
and the bad thing is, it wasn't even me. I'm talking. It was somebody else.
That's funny. That's fucking hilarious. That shows you how stupid they are. Um, so there's you some fucking updates on their fucking lies. I've told y'all now, go download that game I play. It's called Magic the Gathering Arena. And you'll see for yourself that game is can be played for free. They got mad because I was making sure I had $125 to help people out in the community that needed help. And that's what they got mad about because that was money out of their fucking pocket. And I made damn sure to keep that out of their pocket to help people out in the community. And no, I don't fucking brag about who I help and what I help. I don't need to.
Oh, by the way, I
But
gotta thank you for last night. That shit was hilarious last
oh,
night.
I
We
agree.
had such a good time.
I agree. That was so much fun. I agree. It was. So I wanted you all to have a little update on these fucks and their lies. And there's your update on them fucks and their lies.
Who are we talking about?
I went from Granby Lobster to Gen G.
Oh, I was getting confused there for a minute. Who were we talking about?
Yeah. So, and their lies. And I'll tell you, it ain't my fucking fault when I do pay them their money for that electric bill that they decide to go eat out for 3 times a day at $35 a pop and go to flea markets and spend their money at flea markets and decide not to fucking pay their electric bill because the governor said you don't have to pay your electric bill until COVID's over. Well, guess what? COVID's over down there. Now they got to pay an electric bill. It's their damn fault. I did my part. They didn't do theirs. They're the stupid idiots thinking that this COVID was going to fucking last forever, and then that they weren't ever going to have to pay an electric bill. Y'all also need to keep in mind she turned in Eric Brandt. She's a fucking snitch on top of it. If y'all want to side with a snitch, go side with a snitch. I ain't gonna fucking side with no goddamn snitch.
Pray for
I
me
ain't gonna
today. I get to get my computer.
do what?
So pray for me today. Everything works right, and I can go get my laptop.
Oh, you're gonna get it today?
Hopefully, if I get if it
Awesome.
the stuff comes in the mail where I can go get it.
Yeah, up here, up there in Pennsylvania, the governor said no one had to pay their electric bill until the COVID was over, and you also weren't supposed to have to pay rent till the COVID was over either. Okay, you can look
No,
that up.
beanie.
It made it on national news and everything else. It's there. Uh,
I haven't, beanie.
so
I paid all my bills through the whole thing, just for the simple fact is I didn't want to get behind and then get surprised with a big bill.
right. Well, it ain't no surprise if you don't pay it, and they say you're going to have to pay it later after it's all said and done. That ain't no surprise.
No, but what I'm saying is, like my lights, I'm on a budget. I
Right.
made a budget with them for the electric that we've used over the years that we've been here. And they're like,
Mhm.
no, only pay this much. No, I'm not. I'm paying what I've been paying. I'm not paying this little part. And then all this ends and I get a surprise bill of $400 or $500 because I didn't wasn't paying what I normally pay.
Right. And for those of you who keep saying go get a job, it's none of your fucking business what I fucking do and if I have a job or not. You don't even know if I have one or not. So go fuck yourselves. Okay.
I.com.
There's your answer to that. It's none of your goddamn business. Why don't you all fucking get a life and go do what you got to do in your own fucking life? and stay the fuck out of mine and my business. Because it's none of your fucking business what I do or how I do it. You don't even know if I have one or not. You don't even know if I have my own freaking jobs doing things that you won't ever see. So you might want to think about that. If I ain't an LLC and I'm still making money, all I got to do is just report it on my taxes at the end of the year. You don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I don't have to show you shit if I'm not an LLC. I just have to report the money I made through the year on my taxes at the end of the year. So there's where you go there. Jimmy Woods, how did I make a? She trying to claim I made a $3,000 bill when I had a light and a fucking computer, and that was it. How in the fuck do you make a $3,000 bill with a light and a computer? It'd probably take you about 6 months to do that. So how did her bill get that big? Called lack of paying. And when I got there, I can guarantee you, they were bitching with the electric company when I got there, and they wouldn't let me know what they would not allow me to know what the fuck they were bitching about with the electric company about. So there's you another thing. So it sounds like it's been quite a while since they've been not paid their bill, probably before the COVID, because they were bitching with the electric company when I first got there, and the bill that they had. So there you go, Bayou Bandit. Your electric don't even run 3 grand for a whole. So how long has she not paid her electric bill? Longer than I was, probably haven't paid it longer than I was there. Don't take a fucking rocket scientist to figure that shit out. There you go, Richie. There you go. Kevlar, you cracked me up. There you go. So there's the brains working. You see,
Hi, Clarence.
it's savage. A light and a computer should take years to generate a $3,000 bill, so on and so forth. Okay. Hello. And if this bill came in while I was there, maybe they might need to see if someone else is hooked into their electricity and get that fixed.
That could very well happen because it happened with my daughter. The neighbors hooked into their electric, and that went sky high like there was no tomorrow.
Right. Which I've seen that happen. But I sure the hell didn't make that $3,000 bill like they're trying to claim. When all I had was a light and a fucking computer. Okay.
I've got more stuff running than that in my house, and I'm lucky if I even get to, let's say, well, what I'm paying now. So yeah, in a month I pay a little over $130 a month,
There
and
you go. That
I got
sounds
more
about
stuff
right.
running than a light and a computer.
That sounds about right. About 130, maybe 140 a month.
Well, the refrigerator here anyway, the refrigerator itself, just for the refrigerator to be plugged in, costs $18 a day.
Right.
That's just for the refrigerator. That's not including the freezer I have and all the other stuff that's plugged in.
Right. So there you go. There's your lies about her showing a $3,000 bill that I made.
Yeah, I know people that's got like $1,000 electric bill, but they've got poor insulation and they got a lot of other stuff going with them, and the lights are continuously on, and there's stuff all the time. So
Right.
it can get that high,
A
but
thousand
it
dollars.
takes a lot. Yeah.
Yeah. But that's $1,000 for what? In a month?
Yeah, but you gotta figure too, they're running all kinds of electrical tools and all
Yeah.
this other stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. They got shit running continuously.
Yep.
And probably probably tools like, probably tools that
Well,
suck
he's
up
got
a
his
lot
own
of
little
electricity and things like that.
yeah, he's got his own little mechanic shop out of his garage. So I'm sure that uses a lot of electric.
Well, Mr. Slash decided to show his true colors last night, and he'll never be back. So, and anybody tries to unblock him, I don't, or any of his goddamn
Hi, Bama.
fucking hey, I don't answer questions. Hey, Bama Green Eyes. Uh, uh, anybody tries to unblock any of his goddamn sock accounts, if I block them as well, they're out of here. I'll tell you that now. I don't want that son of a bitch in my fucking room again. He showed me his true colors last night and where he believes. And he don't have a fucking brain in his goddamn skull. And the drunk fucking sits there at home and sponges off his fucking wife all day long, drinking and smoking pot. He has no right to tell anybody to go get a fucking job. Until he quits that himself, he has no right.
You need a new refrigerator because you 18 right. I got one of them old time fridge.
I'm going to, I will be talking about it. I'm going to watch it as, are you going to review the Calvin video? Uh, what do you mean, Richie? I'm not going to show that video.
HPR.
There you go, HBR. We'd like some fans. There you go. That's all you need. So I wanted y'all to know a little bit about the lies that have been said about me, and I'm glad there are people that have common sense in their freaking head to realize that is a fucking lie, straight up a fucking lie. So if she's got a $3,000 bill, maybe she should have been paying her bill to begin with before I even got there. Because it sounds like to me she wasn't even paying her bill before I got there. I appreciate the laughs last night because I was able to come on here and talk about it very calmly today. Because I tell you what, I would have been fucking losing it if I wouldn't have had the laughs like I had last night.
Oh God, it was hilarious last night.
Yes, it was. Yes, he did, Swimmy. Yes, he did.
Hi, Swammy.
And I even left him a message in Skype. He's never welcome back in my fucking room. Don't come back. He showed his true colors and what he was about. See, that's the cool thing about a drunk. A lot of times they show what they're about and who they listen to because they get too drunk to be to 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 make sure they are not going to censor their words. So there you go, Clarence. You're staying out of trouble by going to bed at 10 p.m. every night.
Clarence, I stay up, but the last couple days I've my mouth, everything I say out of my mouth never turns out right. So
well, you got to remember, you got some twisted warp individuals when it comes to some of the stuff that you hang out with, girl. Uh, so, and I know my brain's a little bit twisted and warped when it comes to shit like that. So,
it all started with one comment the other day.
well, you're the one who typed it. I'm just the one who ran with
You're right.
it. Uh,
How are
but
you, Bam? On Swan? I can't talk. Swammy.
yeah, Swammy. You know, he changed his name to that because I kept calling him Swammy.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was Kevin Swain is what he used to
Oh,
come in
okay.
here by.
That's about it. Okay, I thought.
Yeah,
Yeah, okay.
yeah, and I just kept calling him Kevin Swammy, and I said I ain't gonna quit calling you that. I've been calling you that since I started seeing you. So he said, "Fuck it, I'll change my name to Swammy." I like the three M's in there too. That's funny.
All right, Clarence.
You're right on that, Clarence. You're right on that. That's why I don't like keeping secrets. You'll see that I'm one of the most people said they're going to get my fucking uh, uh, public records. I've asked for that now quite a bit. A public record will show my true public record, not a lying public record. Will show I got in a bar fight in fucking Arkansas and went to jail. I got put in jail falsely over a fucking lie done by the cops, and I've talked to y'all about that here recently quite a bit. Um, Also, I went to jail for driving on a suspended license, and you'll see that I have several tickets for having a lead foot and having uh, equipment problems on my car. Like one time, my truck, the muffler fell off of it, and I had to drive. Unfortunately, there was a cop there, and the only way to get to my house was to fucking drive right past him, and he still gave me the ticket for a loud muffler, even though I was going home to go get it fixed. He was a dickhead, but I still fought it, and I won. You know, so there's that one. Oh, and I have a reckless driving ticket. Um, where I got in a wreck. Besides that, uh, that's it. I've been in one wreck, and I did not cause that wreck, by the way. And even the fucking witnesses saw that, and I went to go fight it, and the car broke down. So actually, the day before court, my car broke down, and I couldn't get to the fucking goddamn courthouse to fight it. So I went ahead and took the fucking shit and fucking paid the fine. But that's a different story all in its own right too. There, but uh, even witnesses were willing to come to court and say, "Hey, that, the girl hit me in the ass in my car, not the other way around, like they were trying to say." And but that's neither here nor there. It's a long road. So now you know my whole fucking record, public record. Oh, there's my letter. If you want to know my record, I'll tell y'all. I'm an open book. I don't care. And that's what scares people. I don't give a fuck about what I've done because I ain't done anything wrong. Too bad wrong. Let's put it that way. According to the law, I did something wrong, but in my book, I didn't do anything wrong.
Sorry about that. I'm back.
Well, I'll tell you now. When I got thrown in jail in Arkansas, I was damn happy I got thrown in jail in Arkansas because I was saving my fucking goddamn nephew an ass beating from a baseball bat. Guy got pissed off at my nephew and was coming after him with a baseball bat, and I sideswiped his ass, knocked him down with a shoulder block, and we went to town. Reason I got a bald spot going here in the head, on the back of my head, he wrapped his he wrapped my hair up in his hand, and I had really long hair then. It was down past my shoulders. It was almost to the middle of my back. And he wrapped his hand in my hair and was pulling me into his fist every time he hit me with my hair. Well, it evidently must have pulled quite a few roots loose and gave me a bald spot because that's about where all that fucking pressure was at. Because I didn't have a bald spot until that happened. So y'all know. Hell, he might have even pulled the scalp away from the head there. I don't know. So, but I saved my nephew an ass whooping from a baseball bat. And then when we got in jail, we were put in the same jail cell and we got to talking. And neither one of us wanted to fucking press charges on each other. The state's the one that pressed the charges on us. We said we're dropping charges on each other, and the state picked them up anyway and said, "Nope, you boys are going to get in trouble anyway." That's some fucking bullshit. The two offending parties fucking decide to drop, and then the state fucking picks it up and says, "No, you're going to get in trouble anyway." That's some fucked up shit, you know.
Hi, Big
No,
Kim.
no, actually, no, Tiny Mouse, no, no one mistook me for a chick. I'll tell you that now.
What?
Oh, I was talking about, Tiny Mouse says, you have a cowlick, not a bald spot, Tutu. Long hair. Did any men mistake you for a woman back then? No, but I wished I could grow my hair long again because chicks used to love my hair. I got a natural curl in my hair, and chicks
Mm.
used to love it. And I mean, I used to go in bars with my long hair when it was down to my ass, and girls would play in my hair. I didn't even know them. I just come out of blue. Oh, I love your hair. Start playing, and I'm like, what? Yeah. So, so I actually had that because the girls, especially straight haired girls, they love my curly hair because they're like, oh, I wish I had your hair, even though they're beautiful with their hair. It's like, what the fuck are you talking about, girl? You're beautiful, you know. So, so I
Trust
wish I
me.
could grow my hair back.
Trust me, I wish I had some curls or wave to my hair. I hate straight hair.
Hey, Big Tim Hill, USA, how are you doing? Hey, sick son.
Hi, Sick Son. Big Tim said, what happened to my mod?
Uh, Big Tim, don't feel a lot of people lost their mind. It's nothing against you. I'm just trying to find some problem children in my fucking thing that I don't because I'm having problems when I decide I want to fucking ban someone from my room. I had mods that were unbanning them. That ain't gonna fucking happen. So it's nothing against you. I know you, it's nothing against you, Big Tim. Nothing against you at all. As a matter of fact, I'm probably going to cut down on more mods and put just like 3 or 4 mods in the room that I can trust. So you know, it's nothing against anybody. It's just I want to make sure I have mods I can I that I've had around for a long time, things like that. you, nothing against anybody. And if someone starts timing you out, Big Tim, I will freaking nail them to the cross as well. Because I know you're a good guy. You've always been a good guy, and you've always been helpful in the community. All right.
Hi, Bruce Davis. Don't feel bad.
Tiny Mouse. It depends. It depends on how things go. I know you. I know it wasn't you, Big. I know it wasn't you, Big Tim Hill. I ain't saying it was you. But like I said, I'm thinking about going back down to like 2 or 3 mods. So and it's nothing against anybody. I'm telling you that now. It ain't. I know I had a couple of problem childs. I think I got them. No, once I go down to those three people, Tiny Mouse, I doubt you'll ever have a problem in my room being timed out because the three that I'll have. No, I didn't say you did, sick and son. It ain't nothing. Like I said, I'm gonna probably go down to 3 mods, um, and that's it. Possibly 4. Um, I'm not holding anybody responsible for that. I know y'all don't have to worry about that. Like I said, it's not personal. Like I said, I'm just going down to 3 mods uh, and things like that because it's time to get rid of Riff Raff. Also, you know what I mean? Uh, and I don't have no problems with you, Richie. I don't have no problems with Six Son. I have no problems with Amish Drywall. I have no problem with several people. And I'm not mad at Big Tim by no means. He's been a big help to everybody, and I would suggest actually modding Big Tim Hill USA, or not modding, but subbing. Do sub Big Tim Hill USA because he tries to help everybody get subs as well. He's a good guy. He tries to help everybody when he can, and I like him. He's also started into auditing. He's got a couple of audits now under his belt. If you, he's good. He's actually a really good guy.
Right, Bammy, we're gonna blame it all on Salty. It was Salty's fault.
It's all Salty's. It's all Salty's fault. No, it was my fault this time. I started it 2 nights ago, 3 nights ago now, whatever that was. By picking on some of the words you said, because when I say them out loud, they did not sound the way they should have sounded.
I know, right?
Um, but you're an awesome person because you took that all with stride. And
Bye, Big Tim. Bye, Second Son.
later, Six Son. Bye, Tim. Y'all have a good day. I'll talk to you later. But yeah, don't take personal that I'm taking wrenches. Okay, don't do that.
Swammy, I can't hit
Uh,
curls, damn it.
I don't use Nightbot, but Nightbot, that's why I won't use Nightbot. He's a fucking tyrant. You're right.
Right?
Nightbot, do you think some of these people out here that are mods are tyrants? Shit. Nightbot will throw you out of a room just for saying hi sometimes. Yeah.
Right? Or if you type one cap word, he times you out.
Yeah. That's a bit mean. That's why I won't use Nightbot.
Bama last night was a blast. Let's do that again. We need
Yeah.
more people up here before we do that, Bama.
Shit, we had 6 people at one time. How many more can I can't fit no more?
I know, but right now we only have 2.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's true. So, but
Sliding. Oh, damn it.
Damn you, Tiny. That shit cracks me up, Come on, that's funny shit right there.
Bama, try to find another one if you can, honey.
Yeah. Hey.
Don't feel bad, Tiny Mouse. I didn't get cooked breakfast this morning either.
Yeah, I'm making it so personal, ain't I, Teflon? At one time, I said I was only going to keep like 3 mods or so anyway. Um, and that's all I want is 3 mods. Oh, that actually sounds pretty good. Tiny Mouse. Actually sounds pretty good.
You too, Tiny Mouse.
That's it.com. I agree with that.
Yep.
I agree with that because a lot of people don't give it a try and they're scared to try. And sometimes
Yeah,
when you
Tammy.
fall, you
Hot air balloons, Tammy.
huh?
At least you hot air balloons, Tammy. You won't even try. At least if you
If God wanted me to leave the ground, He would have put feathers on my ass.
even if you just step into one, at least you tried.
Oh, I'll step into it as long as it don't fucking leave the ground. I'll gladly step into one as long as it don't leave the fucking ground with my ass in it. Mm,
That's okay. Mammy and them said they'll go with me.
there you go. Yeah, see, you got plenty of friends that want to go with you up in a hot air balloon. Up, go leave the ground. But like I said, I'll go on a river and go fishing with you any damn time you want to go. And go on a boat anytime you want to go. I love that.
Right. Well, you said you agreed with .com, so I said, yeah, Tammy.
Well, I agree with that. A lot of people don't take chances. That's why I've done so much in my life, though. I've done a lot of things in my life, like race a race car. How many people can say they raced a race car? How many people can say that they've been all over the Eastern Seaboard, except for Maine and Vermont are the only two states I've been to, or not been to. Hey, Jason D, what's up, buddy?
Hey Tammy, how you doing?
How you
Doing
feeling,
good.
Jason?
Hi, She Devil. Good to see
Hi,
you
hon.
both.
How
Hi,
you
everybody
feeling?
in chat. I'm feeling, I guess, so. I guess we'll just say okay. I guess I've been better, but gotta keep pushing on, right? Life's been beating me down pretty much, but I mean, people are in a worse position than me, so
Oh yeah.
Just know we got you.
I know you guys do. I mean, so many of you guys reach out to me. I appreciate it. Brighten my day a lot. Pierre kind of uplifted me today. I lost. I mean, within the last half a year with everything that's going on. I mean, we just lost our business recently. We're about to lose our place of residence now, and then they locked my business where I can't get my alcohol, all my liquor that we had for sale till we pay up the lease. It's just one thing after another. And then I kind of had to step back on my health, but it is what it is. We got bigger things to worry about, like the world, and you know what I mean. And we just got to stay together, and not talk. I'm just sick of all this people bashing people on here. It's like I ain't gonna
I
mention no
got it last
names.
night.
I came up here for this. I don't go jump on panels often, but I actually came up on this panel to like as a statement because you see me and Tammy chat every day, but I'm
Mhm.
here because that's my brother. I'm gonna support him, and I'm up on panel to show that I support him. And if anybody
I
has a problem
appreciate
with
that,
him,
Jason.
you know what I mean? Come on, man. Y'all need to chill with all this shit talking.
Yep.
And can I say something real quick, Tammy, to the chat?
Go ahead.
Everybody in chat, Bama Green Eyes, and I'm trying to figure. I can't remember everybody that's in there that said hi to me, and everybody else. Virtual hugs to all. I love y'all. Mad respect, and make sure y'all be safe, man.
Yeah. I appreciate you, Jason D. And you have been in here. You've been a good supporter, and you've been a nice person and very respectful. So
Yeah, you know, we get. So how's you got She Devil? How are you feeling? You feeling okay?
Yeah, I'm doing good.
That's good. That is good.
I've actually a lot of the stuff that was going on has eased up quite a bit. I think
That's
it has a lot to do with me changing my diet and doing different things. But if it's working, hey, I'm all for it.
and actually, I gotta set some things straight. No, the boat didn't get destroyed. The dock that it hit got destroyed. A kid cut the freaking anchor rope on that boat. You got to remember that was an 18-ton boat. It's moving at about 3.5 knots, give or take, at that time when the river was up a little bit when he did it. And when it hit that dock, it did about $10,000 worth of damage because it had all these special gizmos on it to lift boats.
Post
Call
that
me now
comment.
for your
18-ton
free
boat isn't
reading.
better out of it. What's that,
Is it?
Jason?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
You're
Hello.
Yeah. It sounds like you were yelling into. It sounds like you're yelling into your mic though.
No, tearing that. I said, call me now for your free reading.
Yeah.
That's Taryn. Taryn wanted me
Hey,
to do an
hey,
impression.
Ramirez. Hey, Morbid.
Miss Cleo
But it was
was
not a
before my time.
houseboat. It was not a houseboat. It was a cabin cruiser.
Okay.
Uh, that that it looked like a camper on the inside. Uh, it was 18 tons of fiberglass and shit inside of it. Two diesel engines. It when it got caught in the river current, it went down. It hit this dock, did $10,000. The boat was only approximately worth about $8,000 as it set. The guy made the deal, uh, said, "Hey, you give me the boat, you don't have to worry about paying for the dock." Well, I didn't have $10,000 to pay for a dock, so guess what? He got a boat.
I mean, there
Period.
you
End of
go. You
statement.
you you, you made even with the guy,
Yes,
right?
yes.
You're even. So I mean, honestly, Tammy, you know what? Screw what the people talking about. You know what really happened, and you see how many people are in your chat now. People got your back, bro.
You don't know how easy to make an 18-ton boat, do you, DDT? Are you that much of a moron? You might want to go see tonnage on fucking boats, idiot, before you start talking. Hell, I had my friend had a sailboat that was 5 tons. A sailboat, you freaking idiot. So until you know how they make fucking boats, don't come talking to me, DDT, you idiot. Okay? Uh,
Love
fiberglass
you, Taryn. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
heavy, you moron.
Tammy Morbid asked you a question.
What? Well, I missed it.
Did
No, you did not do nothing wrong, Morbid. You are completely fine, hon. Like I've been telling everybody. Like I've been telling everybody, Morbid. The don't take losing a wrench wrong. Okay. Uh, good. Then don't ask me questions like that, DDT. And like I said, don't take losing your wrench wrong. I'm dropping back down to 3 wrenches. And I'm slowly but surely doing it. So don't don't take taking that don't take that wrong. Okay. And no, I did no, it was the question that was idiotic, DDT. I'm sorry, you're right. You are no idiot. I ain't gonna you're right. I shouldn't have called you an idiot. But the questioning was a bit on the crazy side there. You got to remember, it had two freaking 8-cylinder diesel engines in it. It had all the amenities of a camping trailer in it.
okay, Bama.
It was also shit. I want to say it was 30. No, it was 20 some foot long. like
Good
28.
luck, Bama. Love you.
I don't. I you lost your screwdriver for clearance. Yeah,
Clarence, man.
it's but it's nothing against you, hon. You're fine. You know I love you to death. I think you're an awesome person, Morbid. You have done nothing wrong in my room ever. So there you go. There you go, man. A 300-ton vessel. There you go. That boat, I could take it offshore easily. It was big enough and it was stable enough. It was made to be offshore. It had two inboard 8-cylinder diesels in it that were Cummins diesels, I believe. No, they weren't
So,
Cummins.
Tammy, give me,
That's
like, help me out here, Tammy, so I can
uh,
visualize this. Like, like a big, like, them big ships that carry, like, oh, say, how about like a yacht? How many tons would that be, you think? A big yacht?
some yachts are up to as much as 28 tons.
I'm just trying to get an idea, like, what we're talking about. That's all. Because I'm not very good, like, tonnage. You know what I mean? I'm
Okay,
good with,
well,
like, small weight.
a 28-foot boat can range anywhere between a 28-foot boat can range anywhere between 6 tons to 20 tons, depending on what year it was
Oh,
made. Okay, you got to
okay,
remember
okay.
that the what I had was a Chris Craft, okay, which was one of the best well-made boats ever in the world. Okay,
They were
in
made out
my
of wood once
opinion.
upon a time, right?
Huh?
They were made out of wood once upon a time, right? The Chris
Oh,
Craft, like, they like
Yeah,
the.
Chris Craft's been around since the 1920s. Yes,
Yeah, okay.
they're one of the most expensive boats you could ever get. The reason I got that boat is that both the engines were for so cheap, and why it was at $8,000 was both the engines were froze up. I finally got one engine unfroze. That's the cool thing about diesel engines. Them motherfuckers, if you work with them, you can get them fixed pretty easily. And should be well, he should be, maybe, I don't know. Morbid, I have not checked into that. The He should be, unless they're just screwing around and dicking around trying to get him out. You know how they do.
I haven't seen anything come across my phone
At
yet.
11 o'clock,
So.
he'll be at 5 o'clock in the evening.
2
5 o'clock in the
p
evening, he'll be out.
2
Type
p.m.
thing.
They said 2 p.m. They'll the people are gonna come give him his what's the thing called, the monitor thing? They're supposed to
Mm-hmm.
come in and give him the
Ankle
monitor.
monitor.
Yeah, yeah. Then
There
they'll
you
let him
go.
out after that.
A little under a half a ton boat at 16 foot.
Who said?
You know,
Oh wow, Ninja. Wow, that's heavy. Oh
mm-hmm.
wow, boats are heavy, eh?
Yeah.
Dang.
If fiberglass is not light. And you got to remember back when that Chris Craft was made, they didn't know much about fiberglass. It was an old Chris Craft, and so
Okay.
they didn't trust fiberglass and what it could do. Where you know how they make boats real thin today. Back then, it literally had almost an inch and a half thick walls of fiberglass.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so that shit is heavy. Fiberglass is way heavy. And as a matter of fact, I had to get that boat out twice. And the first time I drove up there, the guy told me to pull it over to their little boat lift.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you ain't gonna be able to lift that. He says, why? I said, that's an old boat.
Too
He
heavy.
says, okay. I said, no. I said that thing's too heavy. I even had to bring out the title to him and show it to him and say, you are not going to pick it up with your little fucking uh, winch there. He says, oh shit. Yeah, put it over on the big one. So, and that cost me a pretty good penny because the little one was only $25 to lift out. When you start putting boats on that big one, you're talking almost $300 a pop.
Wow. See, I've never been hunting or fishing or anything, but I've been on one boat in my life, and it was on Lake Michigan, and it was a big ferry that went from Michigan to Wisconsin. That was the only ride on the boat I took, and it was pretty fun though.
Right. Well, I feel sorry for you, really, bud, because I love sailing. Sailing's my life, man. If I can get a sailboat again, I'm gonna be so happy.
That'd be cool.
There you go, Ed Ramirez. I have a large house, and your electric bill runs 300 to 350 a month. There you go. So
I'll never forget the ride I took on um one of the Navy ships. We went from from Mayport Naval Station down to Jacksonville, and we
Cool.
were down in the mess hall where because you could have lunch. I
Hmm.
don't care what anybody says. I don't know how a sailor can eat on a boat that moves that much and keep their tray steady and be able to eat. That was hard as hell.
I can imagine.
I was like, nope, I'm done. I'm going up on deck.
You ever have any of you been on like one of them casino boats? Do I wonder if they like rock them big casino boats that go down like the what is it, St. Louis or whatever? They
Yeah,
got
I
casino
haven't been
boats.
on.
actually, I've been on a couple of those. Not gambling, but I was on there eating food, and my friends were like, "Why ain't you fucking gambling?" Because I don't gamble. But yeah, they don't on the rivers. They don't rock hardly at all.
They don't. Hey, okay.
Yeah.
I
Now
couldn't
there's
believe Tammy in Lake Michigan. It was that big ferry in Lake Michigan was rocking, but it was raining and stuff.
wow, that's a hell of a damn. You could have fucking done small warships and everything, man.
I seen the ups, man. I thought it was my walking stick from PDF. I was gonna jump and cry.
Oh, you got a walking stick coming from PDF?
Yeah, if that would have been
Cool.
it, I would have probably got up and cried. Y'all would have probably seen She Devil cry.
That's cool. He made you one. He's
Yeah,
good at that.
he's a sweetheart.
I've never really talked to him. Only a couple times. I'm a follow. I've supported his for long years, but I never spoke to him like on panel or nothing. But he seems like a real nice guy. He's very passionate.
Yes.
But ain't we all? You know.
Hey, metalhead, what's up, buddy? But yeah, I do appreciate you, Jason D, for showing solidarity and showing.
Right.com.
I do appreciate that. That's fucking awesome.
Well, you're one not only my native brother, you're my brother. The struggle, honestly, bro. It's a struggle out here. We got to stick together. You know.
Yep, you're right.
Metalhead.
And yeah, I know
I
I
can
bring a lot of this
honestly
shit
say,
on myself that we see on YouTube,
I
and
can
I
honestly
honestly
say,
don't mind.
Jason, that since I've known you and that I've met you in chat and that I can honestly say that you seem like a very genuine person. You're very sweet. You're very caring. You try to help people out, and it's amazing that there are people in this community that are true and dear and do care. And when things go wrong, how we can all come together is it's amazing. And I want to thank
Yeah.
you for being the person you are, because don't ever change, and don't let anybody ever tell you that you're something that you're not, because you've been a sweetheart the whole time I've known you, and I thank you for that.
Thank you, Sheila. I appreciate it. That means a
I
lot
know
to
you
me.
do,
And
Bruce.
everybody knows you're awesome, She Devil. So I don't need to tell you anything.
Oh, thank
Right.
you. I try to be. Hi,
And,
Country Boy
and
News.
Bruce, I want to thank you for that. And yes, you do. You have been a good support for my channel as well, and been very respectful every time you come in. You're right, Bruce Davis, and I appreciate that. Hey, Country Boy News, what's up?
Exactly, Marvin.
There's only one person in this community that I really don't like, and I just read what Taryn said. I can't stand the man. AFA. I love Karen to death. I love Wilma to death too. Them my I consider them my friends. But I cannot stand Mr. Abrams. I'm sorry for all you Abrams fans out there, but he is I mean everybody has their own opinion. That's my opinion. I'm not gonna get into it. Everybody
Yeah,
knows
well,
how the man is. But I mean he's fighting for a change, but I just don't care for the man. I don't like anybody that treats women with disrespect. I don't
Is
care
that
any
the
which
one
way.
Liberty Bird was gonna get in a fight with?
Yeah. And
Oh, okay.
I'm go out there and do your thing, Josh. And you're probably listening because you always have listen to everybody, see if you're being talked about. I don't really care. I'm not gonna cuss you out, call you names. I just don't like how you treat ladies. You should go take a class on it, learn how to treat a woman right instead of
well,
disrespecting them.
I can tell you now, but I'm going to tell you right now because of that statement right there. People are going to tell you I've cussed out women on this damn YouTube.
Well, listen here, Tammy. Next time
I'll
for
tell you
me,
that now.
no, no, listen,
Done it.
hear me out, hear me out, because we're gonna bump heads here. But you're my guy, so we can
Okay.
have a decent relationship. You can yell at me all day long, and I'll be here tomorrow night. And you'll never see me drop a damn video about you. So don't worry about that. I don't ever want you to hold back. But I'm telling you like this: if I heard you say it, I'd jump up and say, hey, come on, calm down, bro, because I'm your friend. I'm not gonna yell at you. I'm just gonna be like, hey, take a deep breath, bro, because I know other people snap. People snap, but what I'm getting at is the physical. I don't really. That's why I
Oh,
said I don't want to
I
get
don't
into it, bro.
touch women.
No, and that's why I didn't want to get into all that. But neither here. I don't think you're not cut like that. I know that. But what I'm saying is that man, if you do a little digging, he ain't the best person. And I'm not going to beat him down personally. Everybody has their opinion, knows him. And that's why Liberty Bird said what he said and did what he did. I back Liberty 100%. But I'm just saying, I mean, men and women fight. Women are just as equal as men. And, you know what I mean? So you're going to argue. That's going to happen. But when it comes to the point where you're disrespecting people's features or physically touching them, or same with men. I mean, I'm just not for the disrespect to any man, any human being, race, gender, animals, anything. You know what I mean? You feel me? I know it's not all peace and love in the world. You're gonna get an argument. And, I mean, I could say the wrong thing right now and get into it with me and Tammy. But the difference between me and a lot of people is the next day I'm gonna go out of my way to try to make up with that person and become friends because friends are precious to me because I don't have family. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
I
That's
got I
why
got my wife. I got my
wanted to
wife
be
and my
truthful
dog.
and honest with you right out the bat. What you about that because I have cussed out women on this YouTube. I've called them many names and everything else. Okay, uh, so I know because that will come back to you, and I know it because I know how the trolls work. They'll say, "Hey, that motherfucker did this, and that motherfucker did that, and that motherfucker did this."
Oh yeah,
Okay,
most definitely. Oh yeah, it has
okay,
happened to me before. They made a
all
video.
right.
I remember. I don't know if you remember that one guy. I forget his name because the dude that got kicked off. The judge kicked him off YouTube. He made a video about me. It was spectacular. A rant about me. Being I'm a supporter and I'm gonna give away all my money to this movement. Da, da, da. He what was his name? Rich Crude.
Rick,
Made such a yeah. He made a video about me and I felt honored. You know what I mean? So
Oh, Rick,
if
I
yeah,
can
Rich
honestly
Crude.
say I've never had a problem with Rick Rude.
Me
He's
neither. Yeah, I'm
never
cool with him.
mistreated me or called me out my name or nothing like that.
the
I
only
would
one
say he's
time
had respect for me.
the only one time I had a problem with Rick Crude was when he used the N word in a derogatory manner to describe someone. And I went the fuck off on him and threw him out of my goddamn panel.
I remember that. I remember that.
Okay.
I
That's the only one time I ever had that problem. But you also got to remember, the sumbitch is a minority himself.
yeah, exactly. It's just a show what he does. That's why I don't get mad at him. It's all act.
But and then he came back to my stream afterwards and he fucking never said that word again and was very respectful. Okay, after that. So I think is he but he apologized for it as well
That's
on his
cool.
own channel. So and he showed me through his actions that he was actually sorry for what he'd done. Okay. Words mean shit to me. Actions is what means anything to me. Okay. That's where your words actually do come in play. Okay, being Native American, and you know this, Jason. How many times have words been told to Native Americans, and then the
Come on, man.
action showed something entirely fucking different?
Our whole lives.
Yeah.
But I mean,
So
look at it today. Today alone, Tammy, I had to tell somebody, I'm not an Indian. I don't wear a red dot on my head, on my
right.
forehead. You know, don't. That's
No.
that term. I don't like that term, but it is what it is. You know what I mean?
Yep. I'm
I
not
mean, you
happy with
call me an Indian is almost like calling me a what are them old cowboys used to call an Indian. You might as well call me that. You know what I mean? Because that's what that
right.
is. That's what they're saying.
Yep.
Metalhead.
Hey,
Up, B?
metalhead, let me refresh real quick.
Outlawed ninja.
Going on, Jason?
Hey, what's going on, buddy? How you doing?
I think this is my first time seeing you on panel, ain't it?
Is it?
I think it is.
Might be. See, I've been off panel for some months when I was, going through my surgeries and stuff. But I've been feeling good lately, so I've been popping on here and there, saying my little 2 cents. People probably
Cool.
getting sick of me already, but it's good seeing you. Had to support my boy Tammy.
yeah, and I appreciate it. I do. I do. I
But
just
hey, I gotta step out. I gotta take care of something. I'm trying to meet up with this person real fast. As a landlord and talk to him, try to work something out with him. I'll be back on in a little bit. And Tammy, thank you for having me. She Devil, it's always a pleasure.
any
Metalhead,
anytime,
thank you for
Jason.
popping up.
Thank
Chat,
you.
I love you
Anytime.
Take care.
guys. You're amazing, chat. Taryn, all you guys, take care. Be safe. I'll talk to you
You
later.
take care.
All right.
Later, bro.
You take it easy, bud.
How you been, Metalhead?
Pretty good, pretty good. Just woke up from a nap.
No, good.
Fucking 3 hour nap. I was like, what?
I do that. I'm just gonna lay down for like about 10 minutes, maybe half hour. Next thing I know, I look at the
Yep,
clock and it's like 2 or 3 hours later. It's like,
yep.
oh
I,
wow.
I do that a lot sometimes too. I get bad insomnia attacks. I've had them since I was a little kid. I drove my mom nuts. She put me to sleep, and an hour and a half later, I'd be wide awake, bouncing off the fucking walls. you know. But I get bad insomnia attacks, and then all of a sudden it'll catch up with me after about 4 or 5 days without really any good sleep, and then I'll say, okay, I need a nap. I'm gonna pass out for about a half hour and wake up 5 hours later. I'm awake.
Plus, I'm still trying to get used to the fact that I actually can fucking sleep now where we're at.
I was gonna say, Country Boy News. I know Mrs. Country got that number.
Hey, outlaw, what's up?
Yeah, you better correct yourself, country boy news. You better be scared of Miss Country.
Yeah. Well, I have to admit, I got English, Scottish, Irish, and Native American in me, and so none of them like each other. So I hate myself. I mean, the Scottish and Irish don't get along, and the Scottish didn't get along with the English. Now the Scottish did get along with Native American pretty good. The Irish don't get along with the Scottish and English, or sometimes not too much with the Native Americans. The English don't like any of them, and the Native Americans are like going, "What the fuck?" Right now, and don't particularly care for many of them either. So I hate myself.
Buy.com.
Later.com.
Yeah, which, speaking of, by the way, do you hear that?
Huh?
What's that?
Do you hear that?
Hear what?
Exactly.
Oh, it got quiet. Oh.
It's fucking quiet here.
Hey, Agent Gray.
Beautifully
Hey,
quiet.
hey, Lady Zaga. Yeah, I know the French ain't too happy with the English or the Americans at times.
Hi, lady.
In fact, the only neighbors that we have, there is one below us, and she's an old lady, so she's usually pretty quiet. And then we have one across the way from us, and that's it.
Oh, did you move to your new place, Mud?
Huh?
Did you move into that new house that you were gonna get, or apartment or whatever?
Yep. We've been
Oh,
here.
cool.
We've been here for like a month, I think.
Oh wow, congratulations.
Doesn't even seem like it's been that long. Oh, hang on. Who the hell's calling?
Yeah. You pardon the Americans, Lady Saga. Thank you.
Why do I scare you, country boy?
I got Scottish and Irish in me. Damn, Darren. That cracked me up. That cracked me up, Darren.
Oh wow, Taryn. I just read that.
Oh, they hung up so unimportant.
Country Boy says, I love She Devil too, but she scares me too.
I know. I asked him why I scared him.
Uh,
Hey, Karen, what up?
there you go,
Mama.
outlaw. I won't say it out loud. If someone else on the panel says it out loud, but I won't say that out loud for
What?
I could be a brat and do it, but I won't.
you. I'll just let her read it. I'll be right back, guys. I got to take a leak.
All right. Hi, lady Zaga. How are you?
Well, hopefully, Middlehead comes back. He can come back. He knows that.
Did he knock himself out?
Yeah, I think so. And he needs the link. I'll put it up there. Hopefully, it'll take. Yeah, there we go.
It's like 88 here, 89 here, but with the humidity it's higher, and oh my god, the air is just Metalhead, damn that big finger.
So a Navy cruiser ship. So the lightest cruiser ship in a fleet is an average of 10,000 tons. By the way, 10,000 tons. So I just looked that up. I wanted to see what the average tonnage of a cruiser ship is. Yeah.
At
Average weight is
12:38
10,000.
here too, bio. Or
Hey, Middlehead.
God, I can't even speak.
All right, now I'm going to go use the restroom now that he came back, and I'll be
Okay.
right back.
By you, that's what I meant.
I hate using the fucking phone. I hate it.
What's the weather like by you, Metalhead?
You what?
What's the weather like where you're at?
Right now it is 85. Feels like 85. So at least the humidity is low, I guess.
Yeah, we got like a cool breeze going. It just kind of picked up a little bit, but it's hot.
We pretty much went from cool and rain most of the last month right to freaking summer.
Mm-hmm.
Sucks. I hate that. So basically, we didn't have a spring really.
Right. Yeah, we went from being really cold here to it got a little warm, but ever since that little warm, we hit hardcore temps. To the point you walk out, you're used to sitting in the house with the air conditioner, and to the point that it's so cold in your house, you got to cover up with a blanket. And
That's
then you
how
get
it is.
outside, and it's like you can't breathe.
I just turned the air on like about 20 minutes ago.
Outlaw.
Hey, while I'm up here, does anybody, any of you in the chat even? Okay, the internet is scarce where we're at. It's either it's scarce or it just sucks. So I tried using the phone data, or in other words, I think it's called tethering, however the hell you say it. But now that worked, but it's real slow.
Yeah, I don't know.
So I don't know what to do about that.
The only thing I can think of is get a booster and make your signal stronger.
But I'm using my data. Would that still work?
Oh yeah, that's right. Sorry.
Yeah, that's the problem. That's the only problem.
I don't even know.
I went and watched video, so I was blue in the face. Googled it. I finally said, fuck it, I give up.
The only one I can think of to talk to would be maybe 5-speed.
It's true. Or I think someone told me Friends and Code too.
Yep, Friends and Code is another one. Friends and Code is really good at figuring stuff out.
Somebody told me Hotspot also, so we called Verizon. That's who we have. And
Yeah, that's what SMS
unfortunately,
is used.
yeah, unfortunately, according to them, where we're at in our town, there is actually what you call like a map outlining for the hotspot, which I never fucking heard of. But even for the hotspot, we're out of the map outlining.
Oh,
What the shit?
I noticed too, like if my internet goes out for a little bit and I've got to use the data on my phone, I notice if I go into chat and that it will lag a little bit. It's like I'm a little behind. So I'll see comments and stuff and I'll make a comment and it's like, okay, well that was talked about like 3-4 minutes ago, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
Hmm.
Well, what mine would do is the browser came up, and I noticed down the corner of the computer it said connected to networks, whatever it was. Oh shit, I got it. So I pulled up the browser and I went to pull up Facebook. The page came up, but man, the page would take for fucking ever to load.
Yep.
But I'm thinking now, how is that? Because I'm using data, you would think it wouldn't be that slow.
It all depends on the area you're in.
How I'm doing it, yeah. I think what did I choose? I think it was.
Yeah,
How close you
that
are
was
to
me,
the
man.
tower.
I think it was USB tethering I used. Maybe that's why.
Yep, you're right, Bandit. I was eating a jam sandwich, 2 pieces of bread jammed together. That was funny. Y'all cracking me up today. I'm glad to have good laughs.
So you still there? You still over there, Bruce's?
Huh?
You still over there, Bruce's?
Bruce's? You mean
Yeah.
Zeus?
Or Zeus?
No.
Yeah.
No.
No.
I'm in a place that's undisclosed, and everybody thinks they know where I'm at, and some are trying to
Oh.
figure out where I'm at, and no one knows where I'm at. I can't tell anybody. The people I'm staying with right now don't want their shit out on the internet, so
Yeah,
I can't do
that's
that.
fine. That's fine.
Yeah. How long you're funny. Y'all cracking me up. Yeah, man, we keep the bread in the medicine cabinet because mold makes penicillin, so we gotta that's where it belongs. You let it mold out. You got all the penicillin you got.
Oh, I
No,
think
I
I got
can't say I'm
bit
at
by
my
a
grandma's house,
spider.
Saga, because I don't have a grandma anymore.
I don't either. All mine are gone.
Yeah, all my grandmas have passed away. And I really miss
Like
my
all my
grandma Betty. My grandma Betty was fucking
yeah,
awesome. Y'all would have loved her.
grandma was best.
Mhm. That
In fact,
woman was
all I
so.
have left is yeah, my mom's wife left. That's all I have left. Literally, literally,
You know,
everyone else is gone.
you know what? You know how my grandma let me know she had cancer. First of all, first of all, she wakes up. She wakes up and she has a weird feeling in her guts. It didn't hurt her. It didn't like put her in major pain, shit like that, right? She walks in and she goes to the hospital and they do tests on her, right? And she was told she had cancer from the top of her head to the bottom of her feet. Well, she calls me up.
Damn.
She says, my first words out of my mouth, are you comfortable? Is there anything I can do? Blah, 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 blah. She says, boy, shut up. That's what she told me. She said, boy, shut up. I didn't call you here for that. She said, I did letting you know I'm probably going to die soon. And of course, that fucking hurt me. But
Yeah.
not that I was mad at her. It was that it hurt me that I knew I was going to lose my grandma. And she says, I'm probably going to die soon. And when I die, you're the only person I can ask this to because she said everybody else will be fighting over what I got, or they're going to be bawling and squalling because they're going to miss me, whatever. She says, I know how you are, and I want you to drink one for me. Okay. Well, I sat there and got the news that she had passed away, and I went out and bought a Corona, a 6 pack of Corona, and I started drinking. At that time, you hardly ever even seen me drink. Most people that knew me didn't even know I would drink anything at that time, right? And one of my buddies saw that, and he goes up and says, "Why the fuck are you drinking, boy? What happened?" I told him. He said, and she asked me to drink one for her and all that, and he said, "Fuck that, we ain't gonna drink just one for her. We're gonna have a party for her." Next thing I know, there's like 500 people at this party.
Oh,
He
yep, yep.
he he had all sorts of booze at this party, and everybody and the announcement went out. This is for my grandma, and this party's for my grandma's death, and everybody better have a good time in my grandma's name. And guess what? We had a party for my grandma.
You ever been to a garbage pail party?
Yes,
Holy
I
shit!
have.
Them were the best kind.
Yep, I have gotten majorly messed up at a garbage pail party.
Huh? Yeah, had my share back in the day.
Yeah, me and my grandma were very close. But I look at death differently than a lot of people. I look at it as something to celebrate than something to
Yep, yep.
mourn. Don't get me wrong. I miss her. I miss her still today. She was a great influence on my life. But do I mourn her passing? No, I celebrate
No,
her passing because I know she's got to be in a hell of a lot better place in this world right now. Come
no,
on.
yeah, for sure.
I mean, Even if you don't believe in the afterlife, shit, she's still in a better place in this world right now, you know, because she ain't having to put up with the shit that we deal with on a daily basis, you know. And that's the way I look at that. So I miss them. Yes, I do miss them. I miss my mom. I miss hell, even
Yep.
my dad. He was such a dickhead to me through my life. I miss my dad, and I miss my grandma. Most of the rest of my family, I don't know, or I'm totally disassociated with, and I would never miss them if I found out they died today. Um, like my sister, you know, I can't stand that bitch, and she just needs to rot away in her own little corner and never speak to me again. And if I do get the message she passed away after she brought it so bad, that I'm gonna sit there and have a party and rejoice that she's fucking gone and can't fucking be the scummy person she is. So that's me.
I can't believe my dad's been gone since last March already. I don't know where the fuck that time went.
Mm-hmm. Hit the wrong damn button.
My dad had the hole in the throat, the whole 9 yards. He couldn't talk or anything. Fucking sucked.
But, I'm just seeing who's on right now.
Ooh.
There ain't
Don't
really
fuss.
many. At least on my list, there ain't many on. Poor Dirt Farmer just did a thing on Farmer is live. Poor Dirt Farmer is live. Madison, Florida, enjoying American flags is what he said. Just letting y'all know if y'all are interested, Poor Dirt Farmer is live.
Shit, I told Slash I'd jump on Skype later.
That's fine.
Almost forgot about
And as far as I'm concerned, don't ask me to join or any better. Because I'll never join again with Slash after what he did to me last
Oh,
night.
really?
Yeah, he stuck his nose in where it don't belong, and then he started talking the same bullshit lies as fucking
Oh,
Gen T. And I ain't gonna sit there and allow someone to talk bullshit lies about me. And
I didn't think
especially
about
on
that.
my motherfucking panel or in my channel, you know. And
No,
he
I didn't know about that.
yep, and he screwed up last night. I'd let him know, don't ever come back to my room. He way overstepped his bounds last night, and in his drunkenness, he also told me and showed me where he stood with that. And that's why I brought up what I did this morning about the $3,000 electric bill that she claims I made. And all these people
Holy.
with a brain realize a light and a computer can't make a $3,000 bill. Okay, it would take years to make a $3,000 bill with just
Yeah.
one light and a computer. Okay, just letting you know, especially when this computer was turned off every day when I was at work and everything else. Okay, it was never left running and things like that. It was always off. The same with the light. When I walked out the door, the light was off. So now, tell me how in the hell did I make a $3,000 electric bill?
Yeah.
Yeah. So had you all seen what I had in that room as far as lighting and what I had? Okay.
Right.
Many times. As a matter of fact, y'all complained about it looking like a halo and blinding y'all. They're streaming in the courthouse, Lady Saga. Can you put a link in?
Holy shit. For who?
Um, Not sure, but I do know here shortly, if it ain't already going, they're supposed to have the first bit of the trials for that fucking uh, murdering ass cop.
Oh yeah, I guess 6 of them got charges. I guess.
Do what?
I guess 6 of them got charges. I guess.
Yeah, but they did get shit. The one, the one that stopped everybody from trying to keep him from getting stopped from killing that guy. Um, Madison, Florida downtown. Okay, so this must be my eye on you. Yeah, he's with Porter Farmer. Okay, cool. Thank you, Lady
Okay.
Saga. Um, but my eye on you is with Porter Farmer and all that. So
Yeah. Even, hopefully, eventually, we'll get something figured out for that damn computer. I don't know what it's gonna be, but
see, they did not charge that Oriental guy with accessory to murder. Um, when he was very much part of the accessory to that murder because people tried to get to him to knock him off that guy. He stopped them with threats of violence, of pulling mace and tasing them, and to get back away from him and everything else on that video. So cool, Bandit, cool. So needless to say, that's a big problem to me, with that. So they're going to give one cop what they're going to give us what we want on one cop, but fuck you on the others, you know. And that's what I'm seeing, and people are going to be happy with this one cop. Bullshit. You should never be happy with this one cop because it's just showing they're playing you like a fucking fiddle anyway. They're going to give you one and save the rest. Fuck that shit. That's called a sacrificial lamb. Make everybody happy. Fuck that.
shit, bro. I gotta make a phone call. I'll be back after a while, guys.
All right, metalhead.
Okay.
So, I have a big problem with that.
All right.
I agree, Lady Saga. I agree.
I'm sorry. I was daydreaming.
Yeah, right. I noticed you had your mic muted. You were getting vibrated again, weren't you?
No, I wasn't. I didn't have my mic vibrated. Or
Your mic vibrated. Got you all tongue twisted now.
I didn't have my phone muted. You
Yeah,
had me all. I couldn't even get. I was trying to respond to you at the same time and saying that my mic wasn't muted, but it didn't come out right.
yep,
This
I
is
know.
why I get in trouble.
I love you, girl. I'm just picking on you.
Love you too.
Gotta pick on you.
But I caught that. That's after I said. I caught what I said. I was like, "Oh God, here we go again,
Here
another
we
day
go
of."
again. But yeah, I agree with you, Lady Saga. I'd probably been in jail too. Bama says, "Yeah,
Bye,
right. She devil, you like that phone on your chest, right?"
Bama. Hi, Patriot. And Patriot's like, "Oh crap, what did I wake up? I walk into now."
Yep, yep.
Mm,
Hey, there's Patriot Defense. Speak of the devil.
that's what I said. I just seen him come in.
They're going, Bama, they're at it again. Golly. That's so, hey, oh man. But hey, if we can't laugh, then there's something wrong, right?
Right.
But I'm gonna refresh again. I got to refresh.
Okay.
I'll be right back.
Bama. Yep, they got the court appearance. They're setting up court now for that cop.
I am back.
Right, Bama, laughing is like the best medicine.
Yes, it is. It sure is. Laughing helps you. I, my uncle was a firm believer in, even when you're talking about stuff, being serious, always try to leave it with a good laugh at the end because then it's more memorable as well.
Right.
Yeah. And I have to agree with him. Some of the things that he talked about with me, I probably would have never remembered if he didn't make me laugh while I was doing it. Just saying.
Right. PD ain't said a word since he said, what's up?
Right. Hey, Dave, what's up, buddy boy?
He's like, oh no, I'm leaving.
You're like, screw this, they're already at it. It's too damn early in the day for this shit.
And all because you got me to stumble over my words again.
Yep.
Oh, Patriots driving.
Oh, excuses, excuses.
What are you driving, PD?
Just remember, it don't belong in the tailpipe. My uncle was probably one of the smartest men I ever met, Bama. I really do. I do say that. He was extremely well book learned, and also he had common sense along with it. And he was very humble about it as well. But when you could tell he had that when he got mad and he had to deal with problems.
By you. Did you see that?
Oh my God. Peter out. I love that last part. No pun intended there, bandit. uh, 120-volt vibrator, not battery powered. So it won't Peter out.
Bama, you're naughty. Or by you.
Hell,
Sorry, Bama.
he sent me picture of his nub before. I'm
Hmm.
telling you that now. In my email. Yeah, you got to remember, he's missing both his legs, and he showed me pictures where of the nubs.
Right, Bama.
It
I'm
was
all about
great.
having fun and having a good time and joking and laughing from here on out with everything going on.
Oh
I
yeah,
just want to make happy memories and, you know, be able to take pictures of the memories and put them in a book and save them, for my kids and my grandkids. And, I want to show them, through the hard times in life and in the United States of America, there are still, you can still laugh, joke, have fun, be who you are, you know.
right. Which is a good thing.
Right. Patriots
Like
still here
like
driving.
like I said, Patriot defense, it don't belong in the tailpipe.
I think you're a happy person, Bama. PD ain't watching the road, he's paying attention to chat. He's waiting for me to slip up again and do something wrong.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Bama.
Okay, the cop was charged with second-degree murder and manslaughter was one. That was the main one because I have it on now. They're showing the area now. They're showing where he's got him up on the sidewalk, and George Floyd is going to sit down on the ground at this point. So they're showing you right now exactly what took place. So far I've only seen the first cop. They announced the charges. I'm assuming as this goes on they'll show the other ones.
Right.
But they have people getting into the courtroom now.
Right.
And I did find out that the family is going to sue the police department.
Good.
They're taking it further, which I
Now,
believe wholeheartedly every officer that was there on the scene should get charged and sued, and anybody, any EMT or anything that was there that didn't do anything while this was going on should also be charged.
yeah, I agree.
We stopped moving at 8 minutes 25 or whatever. 8:25:31 or 8:24 is when he finally quit moving. Ceased to breathe at 8:25, and Calvin did not remove his knee from Floyd's neck until 8:27. So he was on his neck for 8 minutes and 27 seconds. Derek Calvin bailed set at $1.2 million as his bailout. Welcome back.
I just watching this bullshit beaver put out. Oh my god! First of all, this guy's a fucking idiot.
Oh wow, Bama.
Oh my god! Sorry, I need to go finish watching this before I put my thoughts out there about this fat fuck piece of shit.
Oh, I didn't see this clip. There was two cops on him, pushing him into the door. One's pushing him towards the door, and one's trying to pull him. I don't know what they're doing. I didn't see that piece of the video. I just seen it now on the news. Wow. That's one piece of the video I didn't see. That's just, in my eyes, that's
Oh my god, this dude is so fucking, folks, so fucking stupid. He's got part of it right, but not even close to what happened, right? It's called I paid for it, you moron.
they got a group around the courthouse on the outside, and they got two people standing outside with look like older gentlemen standing with signs outside the courthouse.
This guy's an idiot. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god, this guy's a
You're breaking
fucking
up.
idiot moron.
You were breaking up there for a minute, Tammy.
Yeah, I know. Sorry, I fixed it.
Oh,
Now, let me tell you about this, guys. As far as that boat goes, let's get the whole story straight. That fucking idiot moron don't even know what the hell he's talking about. First of all, it wasn't no hurricane. It was a boy come up cut the fucking rope. People caught the boy cutting the rope on camera, and it was instead of me taking the boy and destroying the boy's fucking life, which I could have. I didn't call no cops or anything else. I did. I knew the boy, and I knew the boy's dad. And I went to the boy's dad and let his dad handle it. And believe me, he got a hell of a lot worse from his daddy, the cops, as well. Second of all, I didn't pay no money to fix that dock. That's because the guy sat there and fucking said, "You give me the boat, we'll call it even." Because now that boat is like a fucking tank. And when it hit that dock, it didn't do no damage to that boat except for bust off some of the outer paint. Okay, it did that, and it put a big dent in the right there at the point of the boat where it hit. So the, that's how he got paid back, and it was in a written thing between us. So he cannot take it. He cannot try to take it to court saying I didn't. We didn't have a written agreement and everything else. So we had a written agreement between us. We're good. That's why I'm not in jail. That's why I'm not sued. That's why I'm not anything else. You dumbass thinking again. Hello. If $10,000, that's a felony charge of damage and destruction in the state of Florida. Anything over $800 is a felony charge. If we didn't have this all figured out, and he called the cops on me, and I didn't get it all paid back, don't you think I'd be in jail, or don't you think I would be fucking goddamn uh, at least paying this guy through a lawsuit? Don't take no fucking rocket scientist to see where that fat buck's lying his ass off. There you go. Uh, and then his timeline is totally wrong. He says right after that happened, I left and moved to Pennsylvania. I hate to tell you, I was in Florida for almost a year and 3 months before I went to Pennsylvania after that happened. So his timeline's even fucking wrong. So he's trying to say I asked people for favors to get gas for a generator. No, I never did. Didn't need to. Now people did supposedly out of the kindness of their heart help me in different ways. Yes. Now I found out some of them were helping out of the kindness of their heart. They were helping to better fulfill what their agenda by making themselves look good, by saying that that's what they were doing, and then come to find out when it come down to the actual brass tacks, they were just doing it to be assholes. Now, a lot of them did help me out of the kindness of their heart as well. I will say that a lot of them did. But as far as asking for gas, and most of the time I did not run that boat on a generator. I ran it off of the diesel engine, which I got about for about 100 gallons, which cost me right at about 100 gallons of off-road diesel, which is at for tractors and things like that. But I ran it in that as well. I got approximately about for 100 gallons. I got about 3 months worth of freaking runtime on there at idle. Uh, um, at idle speed, which ran that thing completely front to back and all that. It and that cost me right at about approximately about $155 to $165 to get that 100 gallons. So, yeah, red diesel, off-road diesel. Yes, man, that's it. And then he said there was no plumbing on that boat. That shows you how much he knows. I even showed you all the built-in shower on that boat in one of my fucking live streams I did. Yes, yes, Bandit, you're right. Yes, I showed the built-in shower. The fucking all you had to do was turn on
They're
a
banning
little
the
pump.
no-knock warrant. They're banning the chokehold. And another hold right along with no-knock warrants. They're banning them, or they
Good,
can't use them anymore.
good. I'm glad. They the it had a now you almost made me lose my damn train of thought. Damn it. The shower had a pump that pumped up water out of the river. And yes, it was river water, but guess what? You can get just as clean off of river water as you can any other water. So yes, you're right. You're right, Bandit. Um, so so this dumb fuck wishes he knew what wishing he knew something about something, but that shows you how much of a fucking liar he is. Okay. Um, there were several. How I made my money. Yes, I did make my money as a freelancer. You're right. I sure did. Hello. Are you jealous? You must be jealous. It sounds like you're jealous. But here's the thing: I worked my ass off for that fucking money that I got. I didn't half-ass my jobs, and I didn't piss in people's showers. And I never lost a license. Fat boy, you did. And I want you to keep that in mind, fat boy, when you start talking about people. Don't cast a stone and a lion's stone at that. When the truth is out there and been out there that you were pissing in people's showers as they were being built, and that you have lost a business license. Why'd you lose your business license, Calvin? Why did you show people you pissed in people's showers that you were building?
Who are we talking about?
Calvin Beaver. He used to be called Leave It to Beaver. He's now called Calvin something or another.
Oh, I didn't even know. I'm sorry.
Uh,
I didn't know who you were
yeah.
talking about.
So so
Oh, I guess they're not banning it.
so
It's
until
just
this fat
proposal.
fuck even knows what he's talking about, he should not even talk. And it was not a houseboat. Also, it was again a cabin cruiser. See, this shows you all the fucking bullshit lies he's got going on in himself. The only thing he's trying to do is make me look bad because I nailed him with the fucking truth and destroyed him with he don't like it. So he wham wham cries wham whams. And I told you all this was what was going to happen. I told you step for step. Calvin's going to say, "Oh, I ain't going to be." Beaver said, "I ain't going to be on YouTube no more." And then he comes back, "Oh, I'm a religious man. I done got fucking God." And then then he'll start fucking lying again. I called it. The only thing I was wrong on was the timing. He was way quicker this time, and I know why he's way quicker this time. It's because I brought out what Grampy Lobster was, and now he's got a group that'll back him. Okay.
Is that the same one that was bashing on Mommy and Hunter?
Yes, sure is. He's the same piece of shit that fucking made false interviews and took someone else's interview and then it reiterated his own freaking voice over it. And you could hear the stop, click, stop, click, stop, click of where he was doing that shit. Okay. To make it look like Mommy and Minnie was to try to make it look like Mommy and Minnie was trying to fucking um uh the one that was actually talking to him when it wasn't. It was vice versa. Thanks for the defense. I ain't calling you a fat fuck, you butthead. but he, he sat there and did that, and he also got called out right here on my live stream by Joe Cool as to what he is. Okay, he does this shit for entertainment and entertainment purposes only. He stated it, he said it, and then he tried to lie, and he got caught in like 5 or 6 lies by Stephanie London and Joe Cool. And I wasn't even on my own panel to let them talk. Okay. And the fat fuck got blowed out of the water by Stephanie London mostly. But Joe Cool brought up the fact that, hey, you're doing this just for entertainment purposes only, because he even stated it in his fucking fucking comments to Stephanie London. Okay. So that shows you the fuck is just trying to lie to try to indulge his own egotistical bullshit purposes. We don't need a person like that in this community either. Okay, he's an egotistical bullshit motherfucker. Okay, that
Okay,
only
buddy.
does this shit to make himself laugh. So there you go about Beaver Cam. And if you don't believe me, you can go back and look at that damn live stream. I forget which one it was, but it was the one where I even recused myself out of my
I
live stream,
remember that.
and I even told Salty he couldn't be in my live stream.
Yep, I
We would have been
remember
2 points of contention if we stayed in here. And then Joe Cool, Zeus was in there, uh, and Stephanie London, then him. Okay. Zeus was only in there, so you know, and he got blamed for all sorts of shit by that fat fuck, and we all know Zeus. Zeus ain't there to hurt anybody. Um, he got called names by Beaver and everything else. Well, Zeus was there as a person that I know who could keep a peace if it got out of hand. Okay, in either direction. Okay, in either direction, and so that's why he was there. Stephanie London was there because he called her out, and then Joe was there because Joe was the one that asked them both to come. Okay, so Fat Buck Beaver just got all butt hurt because Fat Buck Beaver Cam, or Beaver Cam at the time, and now Calvin's channel now, uh, sat there and got all butt hurt because he got found out and what he is and what he truly is. And that's a piece of shit. And they really had to make a special order for that stack of shit. Hell, they had to put a special order for me. Imagine what type of sack of shit they had. Just saying. So there you go. There's the rest of that story with Beaver Camp and Calvin's channel and Leave It to Beaver and any other thing that he called himself.
New York City starts opening up after 80-day lockdown. Subways are starting to open up and everything.
And by the way, so you know, I bought that boat. I worked my ass off for that boat. That was the other point of contention. I worked my ass off for that boat, and I did a lot of different. I got a lot of different things that I traded for through working. Okay, they paid me through that by the means of the monetary value was okay. I work for you. You give me this so I could go trade it here. Okay. Well, I wound up trading different things around, and I got about $2,000 off the price by giving him something. The man that sold me the boat by giving him something that he wanted. Okay. Then so that left me $6,000 that I worked my ass off for uh, to uh, to pay off. Okay. So you all know. So he don't even know even any of that story at all. Okay. There was no theft of a boat or anything else. So there's that stupidity as well debunked. Uh, I made under $10,000 a year, so I didn't have to pay on taxes. By the way, in Florida, so you all know as well. So now you know where the majority of my money went for that year.
Hi.com.
Welcome back.com. So there's you some answers about uh, my stuff. And now I do not, if I work for something and get paid in something given to me, I do not have to put that on taxes. So you know, not down in Florida. Okay. So trade and barter is how I survive mostly down there. Okay. And y'all say it can't be done. I proved that so fucking wrong so many fucking times. If y'all even knew half of what you're talking about and even tried it, you'd be surprised you could go back to a trade and barter system with a quick. Okay. But you keep saying, oh, everybody's time's worth something. It's only worth what you say your time's worth. Okay. I have worked for 4 or 5 hours, pretty damn hard working, just to get a cog. You know what a cog is? A fucking a gear. Okay. For a motor. Okay. My time and my money and my time was worth it because I wound up putting that cog on a motor that I wound up trading for some of the stuff that for the $2,000 that I got off that boat. So your time is only what you think it's worth. Um, and my time is worth what I need to better myself. I don't care if I have to work 5 or 6 hours really hard to get something that probably would have cost me less if I bought it at a store. You know what I'm saying? Than my time. I don't mind doing that if I don't have to pay that fucking store for it. Okay. Because I don't like paying taxes. I hate paying taxes. I never like paying taxes. I don't think anybody in the United States should have to pay taxes at all. Nobody should have to pay taxes. Now, as far as roads and things like that go, oh, we got to have taxes for roads. We got to have this. We got to have blah. Well, guess what? The roads, there was a county that experimented with this, and want to say in North Texas, where they dropped all road taxes. You know what happened with them roads? People were people were glad to have were actually getting pulling their money together and fixing the roads. Well, guess what? They found out by having the road tax gone, they were spending less money on roads than what they were with the county putting the road tax on overall. So, needless to say, it's cheaper to fix roads than it is to pay taxes. That's saying something, and they already did that experiment. So that's why I think we don't need taxes. I think it's going to get taken care of some way somehow. Okay, and that's it. Uh, but it's so that's why I prefer to do a trade and barter system. So I've never been in jail for theft at all in my life. Don't you think if I stole a boat that was worth over $8,000, I would be in jail? Hello, $8,000 is grand theft in the state of Florida. That's grand theft, and it's also vehicular grand theft. It's not, so that's two charges, two felony charges I would have had on my ass for that boat if I stole that boat. Again, use a brain cell. It don't hurt too bad, and you'll know that this type of shit is nothing but fucking on. So there you go. I'm done talking about that shit. I had to go watch this stupid ass fucking program and put my 2 thoughts on it. So 2 cents in on it. But now let's get back to having fun. Yep, yeah, there you go, Rich. Same here, man. But I told y'all in that live stream how it was gonna go. He was gonna say, "I'm leaving YouTube." Then he's gonna come back as a religious man that found God, and then he's gonna go right back to starting shit. So I told you step for step because he's done this 4 or 5. Well, I ain't gonna say 3 or 4 times since I've known him. So just to let you know, Ricky. uh, Actually, you try to have fun, she devil, while I'm gone. Don't words. Hey, I
I'm
gotta get.
good if I got other people talking and I try to react to them as I'm talking. I do pretty good. It's when I react to comments and try to say what I'm saying, I get it all mixed up and it doesn't come out right.
Yeah, I know. Well, and like I said, it don't help with an asshole like me that likes to twist your words for you anyway.
Oh, no big deal. It's all fun and games.
Right, but that's in a fun way of twisting your words, not trying to make you look better. Fun
Right.
joking. All right, I'll be right back. I need a cup of coffee.
Okay.
Amen to that, value, man. That you can't fix stupid, but you can slow it down with duct tape. I agree.
So how's everybody's day today? You still here, Patriot? How is your day today by you? .com, how are you feeling? Richie's. I'll give a few shout outs here. Morbid Angel, if you're still here. I know Jason D left, but we'll still give him a shout out. Hi, Tough. I'm doing good by you. I've been in a really good mood lately. It feels really good. It's better than being angry or upset or whatever. It feels really good just to be happy and joke around and have a lot of fun. There is Morbid. You're fine, Max. Go lay down. I'm waiting for my mail so I can go shopping to get a laptop. So I can use something other than this phone. I want to go swimming so bad, but I don't want to go by myself. What else is in here? Bama, you still here, honey, or did you go to the dentist? Right, morbid. Well, on my phone, I can't. It's hard. The only way I can post links is if I go up on panel and get it from there, and it's a lot of, my phone won't do a lot of things, and it should because it's a pretty new phone. But yeah, I can't figure it out.
I'm back.
I go to Morbid Angels live streams and type now that Bayou Bandit is here. Viewer discretion advised. That's what Tammy's channel should be.
What's that?
Enter at, viewer discretion advised. It should be enter at your own risk.
Hmm. Hmm. Actually, if you ain't talking stupid and threatening and things like that, y'all fine. Unless I want to just pick on you in a fun way, like you. Back for more so.
Okay, Bama. I wish you could get into the dentist, sweetheart,
I
and
wish
be out
you
of
could
pain.
too.
You know, if I could, Bama, I'd take the pain for you. I don't like seeing anybody hurt.
Damn it, Bandit! Quit moving in on my women. That Morbid Angel is my YouTube sweetheart. Don't be moving in on my women, damn it.
What are you eating, Tammy?
Crackers.
Oh. I was gonna say you better not be eating what I think you're eating. I'm gonna be mad because I didn't get any. Don't look at me like that. I'm talking about Cajun gumbo.
Oh no. Now Bandit might be. He's down there in Louisiana.
No, no Cajun gumbo without me. That's not fair.
He might do that to you.
Your
Eat
eyes
some
got so
Cajun.
big. I was like, what? I was like, oh God, what's going through his head?
I'm just like, what am I eating, huh? Uh, Cajun gumbo, hell yeah. Eat some gumbo. Crawfish pie, meal minor.
I want a seafood boil so bad. That sounds so good. I just don't want to make it.
Right.
It always tastes better when somebody else makes it.
Mm-hmm. I agree. Same as jambalaya.
Oh yeah.
Canadian poutine.
Some
Poutine.
beer batted catfish and hush puppies and
That sounds.
cornbread. Mm.
You never had any Cajun gumbo?
Oh, morbid. You're missing out.
Well,
Chicken sausage gumbo's good with okra.
actually,
Yep.
he's been talking about some crawfish gumbo.
Ooh. Um. I hope I took that the right way, morbid.
I hope it don't make you sick if it gets you in trouble. I hope it gets you in trouble in other ways.
My mind went somewhere else when she said that. I didn't know she was talking like oysters and
Well, that type of stuff can get you in trouble in different ways now, can
right. That's why I said when she said that, I was like, is that a good thing or a bad thing?
Yeah, oysters are considered an aphrodisiac, and I believe it's the truth. Yes, to say. Mm.
But I can remember how my neighbor in Louisiana made her fried okra. I would go and get some and make it, but I don't remember how she made it. It was so good. Oh, yeah, morbid. Yeah.
Yep,
I,
yep, got it right. We got it right.
I plead the fifth on that one, morbid, because I know exactly what you're talking about. I plead the fifth. Mm, mm-mm.
I said hi to you.com. uh,
Yes.com, you can sit with me.
yeah, there you go. Let me let me do this, and I will. There is that should bring up the link. There's the link. If you want to come up here and sit with us, come right on ahead. You're welcome. Yeah.
Yep, you're more than welcome to be up here. It's not that I get hit on.com, it's my words get me in trouble. I have a problem with things entering my head and coming out my mouth before I think about what I'm trying to say. So it doesn't always come out right. And my fingers
Yeah,
don't type right. My fingers don't work well when I'm trying to type either.
and it don't help. Like I said, you got friends like me and Salty Rant.
It's
Is
all
that what?
fun though.
Yeah. Me,
You know, if you
Salty
can't,
Rant, Zeus. you know.
right, Patriot. If you can't talk and joke around and have a good time with your friends, what can you do? You know what I mean?
That's it. Hey, Mommy and Minnie, how you doing today, hon? Hope you're doing well.
Mommy and Manny, you gorgeous woman, you. How you feeling?
Oh, good, good, good,
That's
good.
good, mommy. Come up here, mommy.
But I hope .com's having a good day as well. Hope he's enjoying his time
Right, you can come up here and sit
today.
with us.
Everybody's having a good, joyful time right now.
You know, it would have been funny to have
No,
mommy
I
up
took a
here.
lot of wrenches away, Mommy. I'm going back to 3 wrenches. That's it, hon. It's nothing to you. It's nothing against you, hon. I'm not mad at you. But don't worry. Most
I
of the
think
people that I know have gone after you don't that been in this room don't have wrenches either. So, and if I catch people wrenching you, they will be gone. So, yeah.
mommy and many of all people should have a wrench. If anybody,
Oh,
even
that
if I
sounds
have to give
cool.
mine away to give to her, I think mommy should have a wrench.
Well, I believe me, I'm thinking about making her one just because I do know how things are.
And she's great. She's, people. There's mommy.
Hey, mommy, how
Hello.
are you, mommy?
Oh, okay. I'm good. I got company.
Oh,
Oh, who you got?
Who do I got? I'll show you one of them.
Hi.
Hi. How
I
are
love
you?
you. Good. I love you.
I love you. Yeah, it's She Devil.
Where's the other Brett?
Over here on the couch.
Hi,
yeah,
Brett.
there he is.
Oh, you're a brat now.
Are you in your bit? Are you in your overalls?
Yeah, he was
He's in
in
his
Bib's overalls.
overalls.
He could. One thing I found out about people in overalls, they are not all bad because anybody who wears Bib overalls is a cool son bitch. That's all I know. I never met a person that wore Bib overalls that wasn't.
Right.com. You know what, SNS? Because you went and got them bibs, and we were all going to go on the trip up there. I went and bought a pair of bib shorts, and they look the same color as yours and everything. We could have went as twins with our hair all down. And well, I'm not going to wear them until I see you. That way we can be dressed the same.
Hey, mommy, that's from
Mm.
Bandit to Hunter.
All right, I will as soon as I see him. He's somewhere back here in the house.
Well, it's good to know that they made it to you, mommy, and they're safe.
Oh yeah.
You're too plump on Bama. Yeah. I don't know. I knew a guy that was 6'6", weighed 480 pounds, that he always wore bibbed overall, and one of the coolest men I ever met in my life.
There is nothing wrong with overalls. Overalls are actually pretty comfortable. The only thing that's annoying about them is you got to unbutton them to go use the bathroom.
Unless you're a guy, because they got that. A lot of them are the old style are button up in the front right there, but the newer ones that you can zip it down, and just pull it out and go pee. Now to go
That
poo.
part I wouldn't know. I'm not a dude. I don't buy the guy overalls.
I used to have
Now
tan
to
ones
go
that I'd wear.
poo. Now,
I had tan ones I used to wear with nylons, and we'd go out to the bar and go dancing.
that was cool.
That's what we could have done, SNS and Mimi and Mommy. We could all went line dancing.
Your wife rocks her overalls, tough.
I love line dancing now.
Right?
I don't boot, scoot, and boogie.
Hey, I can teach you a line dance to the Space Jam song. That's how good
Really?
I can line dance.
Oh, we're gonna have to. One of these days, we're gonna have to get on Facebook, and you have to show me that dance, Mommy.
My family belonged to a private organization. It's called the Moose Lodge,
Yep.
and they have their own chapters around the United States. But the main Moose Lodge is from Florida, and they have an orphanage, and the money that they collect goes to the orphanage to help out the orphanage in Florida. Well, they actually have their own line dance at the Moose Lodge to the Space Jam song, and I learned it a long, long time ago. So I can actually teach you how to line dance to the Space Jam song.
Oh wow.
Well, I agree with that to a point.com. You can have a connection with humans to a point. Once they start doing destructive, damaging things or trying to do destructive, damaging things, you've got to cut them loose after a while. You can give them a few chances to make up for their amends. You can't keep on doing it.
Yeah, my brother taught line dancing, and he even for the ones that couldn't get the moves down, he had the steps with the feet that he placed on the floor so they could practice the steps so they could do the line dancing and
Yeah.
be part of it. It was fun.
Sorry, I ain't got a lot of room to do it.
Are you gonna do it?
Huh?
Are you gonna do it?
Oh, Mimi was playing the song and I got up and I started line dancing, but I got enough room in my living room to do it.
Hey, Bandit, I'm sure if you got She Devil and you got Bama Green Eyes on each side of you, they'd hold you up and let you dance, buddy.
Shit, I'll help hold you up.
I know I would, but I think you'd rather have women doing that than a guy. Just saying.
Baby, are you
I
okay?
know if I was in his shoes, I'd rather have women than a guy.
If my phone goes off, I fucked
Morgan
DSS.
Angel said she's better at couch dancing.
Hi DSS.
Don't go too low with that. Don't go too low. Oh,
He's got
okay. He's
pants
got
on.
shorts on. Okay.
I don't know why he decided to do that, but
That's funny.
I was hoping you weren't going lower just in case he wasn't dressed. I had my hand over the cam there for a minute.
no,
Hey, G-Ball
he had
pants.
shorts on, I promise.
Yeah.
He's in there cooking the damn bathtub.
Mommy and Manny, ask Mimi or Pat if they'll go ahead and give you my number. That way you have it.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
And tell her I got attacked by trolls yesterday.
Did you
SNS
really?
wanted me to tell you he got attacked by trolls yesterday.
Yeah, we.
Oh
I got
God, what
attacked
is it
by
now?
I got attacked by trolls yesterday so bad that they shut down my stream.
What did you supposedly do now?
Literally.
SMS?
They attacked me for driving a piece of shit car in hopes to get here, and it's a 2020 Chevy Equinox with less than.
He said that they attacked him for having a piece of shit car, hoping he could make it here, but that they're driving a 2020 Chevy Equinox that had less than 10,000 miles on it.
Oh God.
You gotta love fucking dummies. You gotta love them. It's like Calvin today. Leave it to Beaver today in his video about me today. That fucker wished he knew something about something, didn't know nothing about nothing when it come to my boat thing. It's freaking hilarious.
One of them that attacked me last night was News Now something. They went pretty hardcore on me in chat, but I didn't respond. I'll have to ask Lady Di who it was. It was News Now something.
You might be right, Doug Home.
And then there was another one in there.
I know you're still probably mad at Golden Eyes, but let me tell you this: someone actually had the audacity whenever I was in Golden Eyes' room the other night, when all that happened, they actually made a fake account of me with my picture and everything and my name.
Oh
Wow.
my God! Wow.
And then had the audacity to make a comment that says, "I'm dumber than a box of hammers." Well, obviously you are, because I would never use that damn term.
Yeah.
Bama, I was over in Emo's chat, and supposedly now I can't talk. I'm all doped up on painkillers, and I need to look up, what is that drug?
Meth. Oh
Methadone
no,
and
no, yeah, methadone.
or Suboxone or something. And I'm talking just like I am now. But they attacked me and said I was a druggie and I needed to get on methadone or Suboxone and I couldn't talk and yeah, it was a shit show.
Well, that's
Um,
like they tell me that I've been on meth and everything else and stuff. Hello, my teeth don't fall out, people. I don't have fake teeth. I got my real teeth. No offense, Tammy. Not talking junk about you.
I was gonna say, not all people with fake teeth are fucking meth heads.
No, but that's what they try to say. That people who are meth heads on YouTube don't have that. They don't have no teeth. Obviously, I got real teeth because mine don't come out.
Trust me, I know. All you men out there, stop knocking girls without teeth, because one day you'll learn to regret that. Just saying.
Thank you.
See, I
By the way,
decided this time, Tammy.
G-Mont Pam wants to know any word on the kiddos or the lawyer.
We go back to court next month. We are still sitting at 1,600 on the pool for the lawyer, and um, we haven't given up on that. So for anyone that wants to donate, it's still the same. Um, you can always go to the pool and donate. And we are still working on a lawyer. But we did get good news the other week when we were in court because it took DSS forever to come out because my worker loves to take vacations. She's done taking 2 vacations within the past literally 3 weeks. But the good news is that the judge finally got where they had came out to our house and taken pictures and stuff, and he actually said out of his own mouth to the lawyers that we have right now that are court appointed that our house is actually better suitable for our children than my own mother's house is.
Oh wow, that's great. Hopefully the babies can come home and family can be reunited, and
I'm hoping.
I want to be there for that because it's going to be a cherishable moment when that happens.
Oh, I'm telling you, I am so ready for my babies to come home. I actually got to see my baby boy today. He was fussy whenever I got to my mama's. And I went in and I got him and I laid him on my chest. He whined for a few minutes, but as soon as I laid him on my chest and he heard my heartbeat, he went right on off to sleep and slept most of the time. So,
Wow.
Aww.
and he is 9 pounds, 14.5 ounces now.
Oh wow, healthy baby.
Hey, Paul Fullerton.
That's why I was.
Here's the cutie on the bottom, huh?
I'm gonna punch him.
Your camera goes, Tammy.
Hey, is this busy using all you can eat, or is it an order off the menu?
It's an order off the menu. Oh, and I got a message to give to you, just so that way y'all know I'm doing it. Bam! Take that. That's from Bayou Bandage.
Damn, Bayou.
She passed on your message by you, bandit.
Everybody's froze. Hang
Uh-oh.
on.
Hold on, let me refresh.
As much as I would like to see that what I'm about to say happen, I'm pretty sure I know it's probably. But
Why am I like the only one up here?
We ain't got down there yet. I don't even know.
And Paul, yes, that is
Devil's back too.
great that it did come from the actual judge's mouth. So
Are we all unfrozen now, She Devil?
Yeah, you guys were like froze. I can hear you guys talking, but you were like froze. You like had a picture perfect right on mommy and Manny looking straight at the cam, and then you were kind of leaning back and it all just froze. You guys weren't moving, but I could hear you talking.
Yeah,
Hey,
I see.
Salty.
Hey, Salty.
Color is yours. Various
I'm a
colors.
mild.
No, it's just like a big giant light bulb.
They make them in
Yeah,
colors.
look at my light bulb.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I don't know what he means by a mild, but
That's what I'm trying to figure out. Turn it off so that way they can see how big it is.
Follow the curves.
Look how big
wow.
that light bulb
Set
is.
it up somewhere.
That's one of them
Oh,
old school
wow.
bulbs. Oh, he meant a MILF. Mommy and Minnie's a MILF.
I'm a MILF.
Yeah. A mother I like to fuck.
Uh,
That's what that means. You're a MILF. A mother he'd like to fuck is what he said.
Metalhead said, "What's up, 2 centimeter Peter?"
I don't think she wants to hear that.
Hi,
She changed
Metalhead.
the
Welcome back.
subject. Hey, Metalhead, what's up? I think that was funny. She just totally changed the subject that quick.
Idea.
We are not going there. Shut the hell up. I don't want to hear it no more.
The whole thing upside down and mount it to your feet.
But
Extension cord.
y'all have been making me laugh the last couple of days. Thank you. Thank you. But yeah, hey, mommy and Minnie. Calvin's trying to do. You know how Beaver said, "Oh, I'm leaving YouTube."
Yeah.
Guess who's back? And he tried to lie on me today on a fucking video he did.
He can suck monkey balls.
Yes, I agree, and that's being very nicely. That's being very nice.
Yeah.
So.
I
Hello,
can't.
ladies and chat and metal peckerhead. But he didn't even say hi to my ass. You know, he didn't even say hi to me. I see how the hell he is.
A recharge.
Yeah, I looked up. No, he didn't. He didn't say hi to you.
Bring the dog in.
Actually, that is a big compliment. I would say, as far as saying someone looks like a MILF, I would say that's a big compliment.
Y'all, I got to see my kids Saturday.
I'm so
I'm
happy
happy
for
about
you.
that. I'm so
I
happy
did.
for you.
I got to see them Saturday. I was so excited. Y'all got to remember, I haven't seen them since March
Mm.
when all this COVID stuff started. And boy,
Yeah.
I'm telling you what, it made me so happy to see them. My daughter actually came back to the room after the visitation ended because I had to go to another place because where I originally go, they're still not doing visits at that facility right now. And so I had to go an hour and a half away to go see them. But when they ended the visit, she came back to the room and she blew me a kiss, and my girls was sitting there yelling as they was leaving, "I love you, mommy! I love you!" And I was just so happy.
Oh, I'm so happy for you, mommy.
Ain't no justice.
And I know it broke your heart to leave, but you know they love you.
I
Well,
mean, I know my kids love me. That's without a shadow of a doubt. Even though my ex hit one of his I don't know what else to call her except for a baby mama because they never actually dated. But she told me about how he was having my kids talk junk about me and stuff whenever she was there, and he was talking junk about me in front of my kids. And she said my oldest son didn't say anything about, that I was a bad mom
Hey,
and stuff
Golden.
like that. And she said it was just my girls, but yet my girls act differently when they're able to be around me and not have them there to where they can say whatever they want to say.
Hi, Golden Eyes. Right. That's one thing I couldn't do, even though my daughter's father was the way he was. I wouldn't talk bad about him on anything that he ever did because of the fact I let my daughter, as she grew up, to find out what her dad was and how her dad was like, and let her form her own opinion because I didn't want her to go off how I felt, so I just kept everything to myself.
That's how I was about my ex. I said eventually my kids would make their own opinion about him. And see, my son, he's always been a mama's boy. That boy will always be a mama's boy. There's no breaking that boy from being a mama's boy.
Yeah, my son's the same way.
But that man can try till he gets put 6 feet under. But my son will never.
You don't have to get put there if he digs his own grave.
My son, no, he don't have to get put there if he digs his own grave. But that's besides the point. But my son would never turn against me. And my daughters, they might try to say what they say, in front of people to make their dad happy and not upset him. But when they're not around him, they're with someone else who's supervising visits and they say what they say, it just makes it so much better because in the end, it's going to show that he is forcing them to try to turn against me.
Yeah.
He's alienating them from me.
Hey, Salty,
Right.
Yeah.
did you see that bullshit Micro Wood did about me today?
I did not because I don't give any salty love to Mr. Micro Wood. I've been
Okay.
starving from my salty love and my salty loads right in the mouth. I mean, I know it's terrible. I'm starving the poor guy out, but you know what? I just don't play with the fucking trolls. I don't give them the knee-jerk reactions. I don't feed them anymore. Why?
The person that knows absolutely nothing about a situation tried to talk about a situation it makes him look like an idiot fucking moron. It's funny.
First Steffi.
Huh?
Is it a male or female that tried talking about it?
It was what?
You see that message to you, Mommy? A many and
Was it a male or female that tried talking about the situation?
It was Beaver, Calvin Wood, Micro Wood.
Oh, I already did.
What was he talking about?
About my boat situation
Oh,
when
the
I was
fact that
out on the river. He thought he knew something about something.
I must say, with the 5 o'clock shadow all over your forehead and face, and then the black shirt, makes you look kind of sinister. I like that look. Now, if you could grow a 70s Fu Manchu like porno mustache, I'll be mildly impressed.
Porno mustache.
Porn that, baby.
I know.
You're right on that, Golden. You're right on that, Golden. I agree with you, and I don't understand that either. And I'm glad when my mom and dad got a divorce, I was old enough and I knew how to speak my mind enough to my mom and dad to tell them both to shut the fuck up because I remember what you were as parents, and I know who you were as parents. So you can't fucking talk bad about each other to me.
That's my mama's boy, y'all.
Aw, so cute. Aw.
He's way older than that now, but
There you go, Bama. I'm glad you did it. I'm glad you did it.
I can't see Mommy of Many. Can you hold the camera more down? Point it more down, please.
Hold on.
A little bit more. A little bit more. Perfect.
He wants you to angle it down more. You know what he's wanting to see.
Jesus.
Amy, how dare you?
Give me hell today.
Give away my fucking secret. God damn it.
Damn it, you about choked me up on
I'm never gonna get any spank bank material now, you fool.
it.
It worked with Peachy. Why wouldn't it work with Mommy of Many?
No, I was actually headed back to my son's photo. I thought he was talking about that.
So,
And the camera down a little bit more. There you go. Keep going. Keep going. You're close. So close to so far away.
well, just
No,
hold it
I
up
have-
further away from you then.
I'll make it better for you.
I'll be
Just
right
made
back.
it work. You know, Tammy, because of that, you can go suck monkey balls.
I don't want to take your day job from you.
You don't want to take Beaver's job from Micro Beaver sucks monkey balls.
Yes, I agree. And that's what even Bama said. I think it was, or someone said he sucked. Oh, it was Mommy and Minnie said he sucked monkey ball.
I'm sure he sucks a hell of a lot more than monkey balls, but we'll go with the monkey balls since this is PG-13.
It looks like he sucked a few golf balls through a garden hose to me. So just let you know.
I'm sure he could suck the chrome off a trailer hitch.
I'm sure he could. I almost bet on that. But on that note, I'll be right back.
But She Devil, I wanted to let you know I did already tell him, so.
Okay. No, I think it was, where was it? Marvin said, Mommy and Many, I may not know you, but I'm crossing my fingers hard that you children are returned to you real soon. Keep your head up.
I want to just say hello to everybody in the chat. Let you know that I'm not ignoring you.
Hi, Bruce.
Thank you, Morbid Angel. And Bruce, I didn't know that you eat monkey balls, but it's Bruce
Yeah.
Davis.
It's Monkey, M-U-N-K-A-Y, Monkey Balls, B-A-L-L-Z.
Like Monkey 83.
Bama says y'all give
Bama.
Bama says that y'all give the monkey a chance. He knows to run when he sees Calvin.
That's what makes this funny, because we're all fucked up in our own individual way.
Yes.
As long as I got She Devil coming for me, I'm good.
I shall make no comment on that. You're hurting my virgin ears.
Oh shit!
Well,
Hey, hold on. I'm going to remove myself from this stream because lightning's going to strike Mommy and Minnie for that fucking lie.
Stephanie actually made that and brought it down and gave it to me. She made it out of a Bud Light beer bottle.
Oh wow, cool.
I got a wind chime. Hold on, I'll show you.
Yeah. What were you saying, Salty?
Oh, thank you, Bama.
I haven't seen stuff in London lately.
I saw her last night. She was in my chat last night.
Who?
Stephanie London. She was in my chat last night and said hello and stopped by. That's cool wind chime. I like that. That is
made out
awesome.
of a beer bottle.
That is totally fucking awesome. I like that.
Cool.
She cuts glass, and she cut it, and she made it, and she gave it to me.
Just be careful with that thing. That thing will shatter quick.
That's why I'm scared to put it up. But once I get it put up, I'm going to make sure it's in a spot that my kids can't reach.
And make sure DSS doesn't stand up and hit his head on it.
I ain't worried about that. He hits his head on our chandelier over the sink.
That's what I was saying. He looks awful tall on cam.
Yeah,
Literally,
right, Bruce.
y'all. This is
Right, I
what he
just
hits
seen
his
your
head
joke,
on.
buddy.
Hold on.
Get Hunter a leg reduction.
Oh,
You know, like how
wow.
people get penis enlargements. Get him a leg reduction so he's shorter. So we
But
won't
that
And
run
then
his
his
head into
penis.
the chamber.
Hey, actually, you kill two birds with one stone when you do that. You
I
get a
just
leg you
walk
get a leg
forward,
reduction.
DSS.
Hold on, you
Don't
get a
move, just
you.
walk forward.
Hold on here. You kill two birds with one stone if you get a leg reduction. You get shorter legs and you get a bigger dick.
Jesus.
Yeah, but if his dick's so big that he's got a tripod, then his new nickname's going to be Tripod.
Yep.
Just
I'm not
saying.
saying a word. It may incriminate me. I'm not saying nothing.
See, the real she devil doesn't come out until the sun drops, baby.
Yeah. When that sun drops, you know.
And I've never wanted to be my favorite Malacca, Zeus De Niro, so fucking bad.
Bama, I was actually still in the living room,
Hey, Jody. Thank you for the rotten
and
raid.
the
How
the
are you,
light
Jody?
is in the kitchen, so I was actually nowhere near the light.
Ah. Uh-oh. You've been found, bandit. You've been found. Jody found you.
I know that's like one day whenever I was live and she came in and done the Joni Rotten raid. That was my first raid, y'all.
Damn, cool. Judge set $1.25 million bail for ex-cop charged to George Floyd's death.
Yeah, I told you that earlier.
Oh, awesome. Hey, Ricky, thank you for coming in and rotten raiding me.
No,
Hi,
fam,
Johnny.
it don't hit mine.
Be right back. I gotta get something to do.
Yeah, Bandit's been preparing for a tropical storm. Thank God it didn't hit him. It went more to the west of him, which is good. But it did tear up a few things down there. You know, it flooded out a lot of places down too.
So, lots of things were happening last night, apparently.
Apparently? What do you mean?
Apparently, well, I either got cops watching me or I got a private investigator watching me. Not sure which.
How'd y'all get it working?
East of Bandit. Sorry. East. My bad. I'm
You
just
getting
trying
ready
to
to leave
miss
work
you.
this morning? I was getting ready to leave work this morning and somebody pulled up in an expedition, a blue expedition with a ram bar, you know, like the cops use. It
Hi,
was
Tony.
not
Thank you,
marked.
Tony.
And the guy was sitting in the driver's seat writing fucking notes, looking right at me.
Thank you, Golden.
I just beat it.
Thank you, what now?
I was gonna say that when I got the yard and shoot.
I'm getting rotten rated, Bruce. Thank you. Hope
I
y'all
think we
are
ought to
doing good
rotten raid
today.
Jones panties.
Oh, what?
Wait, wear them, damn it. I'm sorry.
Hey, now Bruce from Down Under's in here.
Y'all
Hi, Bruce from Down Under.
Bruce and Down Under comes in here all the time.
I ain't doing nothing.
Yeah, you're right. Bruce is down
Quit
under.
trying to tap me.
Hey, Joni, I hope you're listening. I've got my face on just for you. And I'm not wearing anything. I'm in my birthday suit. Oh, face. just for you.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it
Here
is
we go.
salty.
There we go.
Hey Tony, I don't know, did you and your did you ever find anywhere to stay? Are you coming to the Georgia place?
I guess it's the first time tropical storm's gonna hit Wisconsin. It just came across my phone. The first time in decades a tropical storm will reach Wisconsin.
Oh. You see that, Salty?
Now that's respect. I like that.
I'll be right back. I need a refresh.
What is your deal, man?
Oh, Joan, you're coming? That's cool.
Joni Rutten's coming?
Yeah.
You know, when Joan's coming and She Devil's coming at
Hi,
the same
Cindy.
time, oh, it's like a tsunami have come.
Oh my Jesus.
Jesus.
Hey, don't knock my beer over.
Did you hear Joan was coming, Tammy?
You what?
Did you hear that Joan was coming?
Did I hear the storm was coming?
No, Joan was coming. So between
Oh.
Joan and She Devil, they're both coming.
Oh, wow. Damn.
Joan is coming in Georgia.
Oh, into Georgia? She's coming in Georgia? Right now,
Damn.
or she's coming to
Hey,
Georgia?
Sydney.
Hey. Down, Chief. Andre. You gonna knock my beer over yet?
Joan is coming in Georgia.
I'm coming in my pants just hearing that. God damn.
With her pink helmet.
With her pink helmet.
My
Damn.
purple helmet.
She said Peachy's taking her for a ride.
Oh, damn. Now, hey, damn.
Damn, Joe, you let everybody take a spin, don't you?
You talk about purple helmet and then Don Double from Australia comes in. What the fuck, guys? What are you trying to say about our good friend from down under? That's not right.
There's Tony, too. Tony Grant here. Bruce is here.
Damn.
What's up, everybody?
Hi, Bruce. Hi, Giggle.
All right, what now? You have a good one.
Finally broke the action. God damn it.
All right.
You broke
How's
it.
everyone been? All safe, I hope.
What's that, Bruce?
Hope everyone's been safe over there and been able
Now,
to get out of it and do a few things that you would need to do.
Yeah, for now, I'm doing good.
Good.
I hope you're doing good over there, too, Bruce.
Yeah, we're doing not too bad. Yeah,
All right, Johnny.
Yeah, hopefully a few things will happen over here and start the ball rolling with everything that's going on. It'd be good.
Yeah. Well, I'm just glad it decided to go worldwide and people have realized that this is a true thing that needs to be taken care of world fucking wide.
It does.
Good.
Yeah, it really does. And I hope the hell that we're still going to have a few more walks as well, because you can't just have what we've had. You got to have more.
Yes.
And it's got to get bigger. It's got to get a lot bigger, you know, and go to your state house of Australia, like ours is Canberra. We have to go to Canberra and raid that joint, and that joint probably got about, I don't know, probably around about 80,000 to 100,000 people in it. So you imagine 100,000 people coming to that town. It soon fill up the streets, and that's what really needs to happen. It's not actually a town; it's a big city. So, yeah, it's probably more than what I said. I'd have to have a look, but I hope it all rolls out. I hope it rolls really well for it, you know, to get our rights and everything. You guys are helping us too. I can see that it's going to help. I watched Channel 4 today, and I was talking to a couple of people. And they were saying, look, this is crazy. We're not out here to destroy things. We're here to get things done right, not just because of the killings either. There's other things that we want done. And Channel 4 got that out, and I was lucky they got that out because I thought they might have had to cut that, but it was live and I watched it. I watched it for about 3 hours. The riots, they were right in the middle of it, and yeah, they got onto some people that were sound like auditors. Wish they said their name again. I can probably go back and look at it. I might even. I'll put it up on the chat and see if anyone wants to have a look at it later
Hi,
on. But
Bruce
yeah, it
from
was
Down Under. How are you and your wife?
good, She Devil. Yeah,
That's good.
yeah. As good as you can get. You can't complain. No one's going to listen. If they
She
do,
Devil's
they
gonna
can't
let
do
you
much
roll.
anyway. So you can't do much if you can't get rid of pain yourself. No one can help you.
Right. Hey, Salty. Okay, I'll see you when you get back if I'm still here.
Hi, Swammy.
Okay, Salty. Yeah. So let's hope that it's not the end of it. It's only the start.
Yes,
We
we
don't
do,
want a
Gold
civil
Knight.
war again. We don't want any of that.
I don't want a
But
civil war. I don't want any war. I don't want any bloodshed.
no,
If we
that's
can
right.
keep from it.
But the
But
only way we're going to get to them
from
is
what
with
I'm
the amount
seeing,
of people.
we may get it because of the simple
Mm,
fact they're trying to
yeah,
they're trying to only give us one cop to try to appease when
yeah,
all four of them cops were fucking involved in
yeah,
it, and they're trying to get them off.
yeah. Well, yeah.
Especially the one that I'm really getting pissed off over is the one that sat there and pushed people back.
Is
Uh,
that Salt Lake? The
huh?
Salt Lake one where they turned the police car over and burnt it?
No, I'm talking about the cops that the four cops that they
Oh,
charged.
yeah, 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 yeah,
They're trying
yeah.
to get they're trying to get the guy off of his
Mm.
charges that
Shouldn't.
fucking was pushing people back, keeping people from getting to that cop and knocking him off that guy so he didn't die. Okay,
Mm.
and threaten them with physical violence and kill
Mm.
if they get it. So
Yeah. Mate, look, it's terrible. That's why I think the protests over here with Aboriginal people, so they were saying that, yeah, it's not right. Black people are getting killed a lot more as well, more often now and than ever. So they backed everything up there for what they've gone through, but it might be able to help everyone to combine and get our rights back to where they used to be, where we had rights. It's got to be looked at again now and changed,
yeah.
not to the bad, to the
Uh,
good again.
who's right? Stop the money moving to make change. Corporations run the world.
That's what I mean. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Let's not just change exactly. Well, I said that to my wife the other night. Something about the money. We can get rid of some of the virus with changing the money too. I reckon. Get
Oh
rid of
yeah.
it and print more up. You know?
Yep.
Hold them back, all the money, and that's when it's going to get a recession. The money's going to be held back until the last note that's old is brought forward and brought back into the bank so they can release all the new notes which got no diseases on it. That's
Right.
a big job, hey. That would send us in recession.
It would.
Yeah,
It would.
it would. Yeah.
So Tony, how you doing today, buddy?
I'm good, man. How are you?
Good. I'm doing pretty good. Doing pretty
Yeah, we
good.
need definitely some kind of new reform on the law situation.
Mm.
Because
And we
that
might be
that
able to
that's
change
where
it.
people's gonna go to war, right?
Yeah.
But I don't see there being another civil war over a racial.
Mm.
No.
See,
People
we
love
might
each
help.
other.
We
We
might be the
people
race.
love each other too much
Yeah.
nowadays, and we've all come together too. Too much has been accomplished for us to do that
Mm.
Right.
as a race, as a
Yeah.
human being, species, whatever you want to call us.
Yeah.
It's going to
Tony,
be
see,
a
we might have to be the ones to change it, eh? we're going. I reckon it might be our turn. I hope so.
It's going to be a revolutionary war, the people against the government, if it happens.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
just, because if they don't actually stick to their guns and they don't start actually doing what they say they're going to do, and then they're already trying to pull back on some of it already, and showing
Yeah.
that they ain't going to
They
stand by
got
what they
force.
say. That's where we're going to head.
I
I
mean,
hate to say that.
look how beautiful it is, guys. Just to see so many different people walking, standing together during all these demonstrations and protests and
Yeah.
stuff. Right? It's
Yeah.
amazing, man. You know,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
it's
It's
not I've never seen it like that.
no.
You know, none of
No.
us have. It's
We
amazing to
have
see that.
now. It would have been would have been around about 1942, I think it was, as well the war was going, is when they had the last thing similar to this where they had no money to buy fuel, or the fuel was only limited and they had to do under the black market to get things, or swap, big leg of ham for 10 litres of fuel and stuff like that, black market shit.
I'll be
And
right
we
back,
might
guys.
have to go like that. Sorry, Tony.
I interrupted you. I just need to tell y'all I'll be right back.
Oh, that's all right. Yeah, so like Tony was saying, it's great to see that we're all understanding what's happening now. It's good it's leaked out to the future generation that's coming out. And we're here if they want to listen and learn about it. They just got to get on the right channel, and I think it'll be good.
I mean, let's be honest. Everybody's standing up because of the abuse and the death of a man,
That's right.
right? Of a
Yeah.
man.
Yep.
But it's even better, you know, that they not just the guy that that killed him actually with his knee, but all the rest of them that was there were arrested,
Mm-hmm.
from what I was
Mm-hmm.
told. So yeah,
Yeah. Well,
I
we
see
would have
how.
went to jail if you and three of your mates were on a copper. What would happen to you?
But you
Huh?
know, if these charges don't stick, it could these protests could get worse.
Oh yeah. Oh
I'm
yeah.
here, Bama. I was letting them talk, Bama. I'm here.
Sorry, She Devil, you coming
No,
in?
they're giving me crap because of last night.
Okay. Oh, here you go, Bayou and Chronic. Oh, sorry, I was just
They just need to
going
make
off the
sure the
track,
charges
Tony.
stick.
Yeah. Yeah, that's wrong. What they got charged. It's just that's on the neck like that. That's freaking. You choke someone. Is that first degree murder? It's got to be
I mean, it
9 minutes. That's a fucking long time. 9 minutes.
That's intent. That's you know what you're doing. I mean, come
Yeah,
on.
They
yeah.
did say on the news today, I was watching it, that it was 8:27 that he was kneeled on his neck, and they do believe he went there with intentions.
Who? The
He was
copper
there
did.
intended. It was an intention to kill him.
Yeah, he was a hot-footed
Definitely.
freaking prick. Fucking asshole
It's
prick.
disgusting.
Freaking. Oh, I tell you. And it's so wrong that it's where the forces have to be really looked at and scanned. Like Mr. Trump, you fucking boys are out of line.
Well,
You're
I know.
freaking threatening this with all of this fucking armor that
Man,
you got.
people are tired of being beaten and killed by the
Yeah,
very people that are supposed to be protecting and serving these people that they
yeah,
are killing and
I
beating.
know there's a proposal on the table. It was on the news. I know there's a proposal on the table to stop the chokeholds to ban them, and another hold to ban no-knock warrants, and something else. I know that proposal's been put out there, whether it gets signed or not, to go into law to ban all that. I'm not sure, but I know it's on the table.
Okay. Right. Good. Yeah. Well, it's a couple of things. There's a few more things really until the actual situation settles down a little bit.
Right.
Then we'll get a bit more of an idea what else we need as well, and think about what's been changed, and let's change it back to what it was. And yeah, it's a slow process, but yeah, this is the way we have to do it, and it's good that we're all standing the streets. I'm waiting for one. I missed this other one not far from my place. It's 2 hours away from me. But I missed it by the time I got off and got a train because you never get a parking spot where it was. So I'm hoping now, and a lot of people are keeping in contact with me to let me know if there's another walk. So I'm going to be there, and I'll see if I can go live for a little while. Otherwise, I'm going to video every little bit. So I'm praying for it. My wife's given me the okay, which is very very rare for her to let me do this sort of thing, because she's not a violent person at all. But she sees that I'm dedicated and I want to do this for the right. I always say we need more people. We need more people. Well, I've got to go then. I got to get off my ass. We need more people. I'm an extra one. I've had enough saying we need more people. Well, okay, I'm going then. I've got all my cameras, got all my batteries, got my pack sack, got my milk. Hopefully I don't get that close to any spray, so I don't need milk for my eyes. I'll keep my distance. I might
Be
even try and
safe
talk
out
to
there.
coppers and tell them, like, how do you feel doing this? Do you feel like you're going to be hitting the wrong person, an innocent person, when you've got idiots running around doing things that are bad? They're the ones you should be looking at. Don't push anyone around that's not doing anything. If the person's standing still, watch them. Don't touch them. Leave them until they move and do something. Then they got the right to do something. Arrest them. Don't beat the shit out of them either. Arrest them. 3 cops should be able to pull down 1 bloke. I'm sure they'll be trained for the frigging thing. They just get too rough, and as you've seen, they got too rough and killed someone. So yeah, it's got to be changed. How we get it here? A few things need to be done around here too in Australia. I see New Zealand actually open up all their borders over there. They can travel all the way through home now, but if you're going to go over there, you're going to have a 10-hour quarantine, take a lot of money, and have a long holiday, because you'll be there for a little while, for 10 days first. Well, so it's starting to get warm weather over where you are now, which is great, because I think you had a little bit of rain somewhere. You don't want the rain because that spoils the protest. Yeah, so we've got a bloke called Queensland Cop Watch. He videoed the stand and the walk and everything. He was right at the head at the start of it. He did a video for about 8 hours. We watched it through Wobblies. So yeah, it's all probably going to be on his channel later. You can see what it was all like. It's all right to watch. That's Queensland Cop Watch. If you ever want to go and sub him and have a look at his work, he might have this one up by now. I'm not sure, because it was on Wobbly's site. He done the live while Queensland Cop Watch mirrored it through. So yeah. So no, hopefully it's all going to work out good for us all. We need it because it's been going on for too many years. Having the hippie days, happened before
I'm over
that,
it.
around the recessions in the 1920s and 30s. No. Yeah. Yep. It's about time. I just don't like some of these cops that actually trigger happy. You know, I think those things don't fucking hurt until they hit someone in the face. I can't remember who they hit, but they hit someone in the face. But yeah, if you burn something, a car, it's not much, but don't touch anyone else's home. I know if we're going to burn cop shops, we're going to have to pay for it anyway. But at least the cops haven't got somewhere to go back to. Yeah, just got to stay safe and just hope those coppers don't shoot to kill. If they haven't been playing COD 4 or something like that. Yeah. So everything's right your way, She Devil, is it?
Yeah, I just got a thing that came across my phone saying, in for, for the first time in decades, the tropical storm
Yeah.
will reach Wisconsin. I guess we're supposed to get it bad. But yeah, otherwise, yeah, I'm doing really good. Thank you.
That's good.
It's nice to see you again.
Yeah. Yeah. Yes,
You're
it's
looking
such a
healthy
long
and
way away.
looking good.
Sorry.
I said you're looking healthy and looking good.
I was actually betting. I've had more bedtime than I have out of bed because of my back. It's just I'm catch to if I sleep in bed, no matter which way I sleep, I'll wake up sore as hell. Like I have to
Okay.
roll out or mainly roll out of bed and walk the way I am when I'm bent over, sideways, backways, frontways, whichever way I come out of bed. So, but get some meds into me and it starts to help.
I agree with that, Swammy, by the way. I don't care what George
Well,
Floyd did either. He did not deserve that. No, nobody did, and that was
That's
true, is
right.
what he said.
You wouldn't be allowed to do it to your fucking dog, would you?
No,
Fucking assholes. It really
I
made me
agree,
mad, I
Sam.
tell you,
I don't
watching
give
that.
a fuck. See, that's the whole deal. They try to criminalize the victim. No matter what, they try to criminalize and demonize them.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's
Uh,
nothing to do with that anymore. It's fucking, you killed him, mate. That's it. You're fucked.
yeah. I don't give a crap. I don't give a crap. He deserved his day in court. He didn't deserve a knee on the neck until death.
That's right. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that was just fucking, what an idiot cop. What was he fucking thinking? What?
Well, what are any of them sitting there thinking? Shooting kids with BB rifles, shooting kids in the back that are totally unarmed. And I'm talking kids, not full grown adults.
Yeah.
We could keep going about this shit.
I seen
Do
a
you
few of them
guys
today.
see?
Is it Salt City?
Hey, CFW, hon.
Do you guys see where that 5-year-old little kid went up to the cop and asked if he was gonna shoot him?
Really?
Yeah.
I missed that video, but I wouldn't doubt it though.
And the cop
Yeah.
kneeled down and told the little kid, "No, I'm here to protect you." He got on one knee, and he said when that little kid walked up to him and said that, it hit him hard, and it made him really look at what was going on.
The cop made the cop look what was going on. Yeah.
Well,
have
they
the
should
kids
think
say that.
about that shit, because that man also had children. Okay. How did that affect his children? They'll never ever get to see their dad again. All right, Bruce.
That's right. Exactly.
Okay.
Any of them with a heart,
Hi, CFW.
I mean, come on. They eventually should wake up. Like,
Yeah.
quit being a
Fucking
freaking
hell.
robot. It's not about orders and you impressing your superior officers above you
It's
It's
about the
about
physical
people.
force.
It's
You know, it's about the,
unbelievable, dude.
yeah,
They
I,
should
I,
be turning in them superior officers that are
yeah.
wanting them to do stupid shit.
no,
That's
they'd
right,
rather
because it
sell
was
their
physical
soul.
force that really
Yep,
killed him, you know?
It's a daggum shame. They'd rather sell their daggum soul. It's ridiculous, dude.
Yeah.
I agree. I agree. They do. That's what they and that's what they're doing is selling their soul to the devil. You know, that's like I didn't have a problem with one of the guys we were talking about last night, who called a cop, a black cop, the N word, and then said he was a slave. I didn't have a problem with the slave part. I have the part with the N word. I have a big problem with that. But as far as the slave part, I don't because you know any of us can actually, right at this point in time, say we're
Yeah, that's
slaves,
right.
and that's what we're trying to fight against is being slaves. We're trying to become free people once again. You know, I mean,
Yeah.
and this could be a world. This is becoming a world changing event, and I
Oh,
hope
yeah.
the world sees it for what it is and don't fucking start going, okay, well they gave us that, well that's fine, and leave it at that. We need to go for this right now. Is the time we should go for the jugular vein and get what we need,
Yeah.
and
I
that's
think
our freedoms back.
I think I told you yesterday, I think, Tammy, when I seen you, as my ancestors and everything, my cousins, and they all live in Poland because they're Polish. It's where my mum escaped from and her mum when she was 3.
Yeah,
So I keep in contact with them about what's happening over there with everything as well. And they're starting to have a few groups doing a few things, but they've got to be really careful because there's idiots around there that go around smashing things, you know. But I've got another cousin that
yeah,
now resided in the United States, and another one is in the UK. And that's from the same family, and they're keeping an eye on their family, which they're letting me know what's going on. So it is starting over there too. It's going worldwide. So I
yeah.
don't know what China or Russia are going to do.
Mhm.
In Germany, they're pretty strict at the moment. They don't want nothing to do. They don't want to do nothing at the moment either.
Right.
Yeah. So
Here before long, unfortunately, I'm going to have to shut down the stream because I need to walk up the street and go get something from the store up there.
okay, mate.
Unfortunately, because I'm enjoying the conversation. I really am.
Yeah,
It's
no,
been
it's good. Yeah.
a good day and a good morning for me. So
Yeah, I like the
I've been
avatar,
enjoying
Sea
it.
Devil.
It's been one of those days that you can enjoy.
Okay, mate. You
That
take
is
it
a
easy
beautiful
then,
avatar, ain't it?
buddy.
That
Take it
little.
easy,
If
sweet
I
as.
seen if I seen something like that in real life, I'd let it burn me.
Okay,
Later.
guys. Take it easy, fellas. And She Devil and everyone in the chat there. There's a lot of you there. Take care, and I'll probably find you somewhere in another room while Tammy's gone.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
love the avatar,
probably.
Sea
Take it
Devil.
easy.
Bruce, you have a good one, buddy.
Later,
Yeah,
Sea Devil.
sweet
Tammy.
as, buddy.
Peace out. Everybody in the
No,
chat.
bro.
Words.
Tony, you dropping out too? Buddy?
Okay.
Guess so. I guess he is. Oh well, guys, I'm gonna have to shut this down. I gotta go to the store and walk up to the store and things like that. So I appreciate everybody being here. Thank you for the more smiles, laughs, good talks, things like that. I appreciate y'all being here. I really do. CFW, Bama Green Eyes, Swammy,
I'm
all of
sorry.
you. You're sorry what?
I said I'm still here. I was talking, so I was muted.
Okay. Well, I'm just getting ready to shut down. So Salty, Who's Who, Bandit, Swammy, Golden Eyes, Joni, who says she has me going in the background, Bandit, Morbid Angel, Tony Tyrant Hunter, everybody, Bruce for Down Under, all y'all, thank you for being here. Um, and y'all try to
See
have
you
a good
later if
rest
you
of
come
your
on,
day.
Danny.
Huh?
I said I'll see you later if you come on.
All right. I will talk to y'all later. Y'all have a good day.
You too. Everybody take care. Much love.
And I am out.